something else. That's it. That's all we want.
What is the tea? The girls are fighting. No. The girls are fighting.
Now check that.
My left hand?
Hold on, pick a hand. So I do it with my right. So
Hold on. Hola, everyone, and welcome to episode 274 of another Talk Your Shit Tuesday. I am just Jared with
The Lucky Laugh.
We also got our guy Mars on the switches, and our special guests for today. They are both very powerful Black women. I've been waiting to have both of them here because I am interested in learning about one of them a lot. Because the other, I know her. I won't say I know her well, but I know her.
We
hard.
lost count of how many times she's been up here.
Yeah, this is her fourth time here.
We lost count.
You know, I love me some Queen of T.O.P. So
I love you back.
Sissy, Kiera, welcome. Thank you for being here. Happy Pride, y'all.
Happy Pride.
We got fans. Yeah. She was just teaching me how to do the. Okay, now you said, hold on, how to do it.
I think that's right.
This way?
yep. So you're gonna open it up, and there's a way it likes to open, and then there's a way it doesn't like to open. So once you find the way it likes to open,
That would be
you're gonna
like
grab
this. Okay.
one side, and then you're gonna practice dropping it,
Oh!
All right.
and then eventually.
That's good for you.
Wait a minute. All right. Love to see it, because y'all know I be hot. Thank you. We like getting gifts.
Most welcome.
Yeah, because we ain't getting nothing else this month.
Yeah, happy Pride. I finally got some Pride gifts.
Period.
Love to see it. I've been asking all month.
I'm gonna be in my basement, gay as fuck.
I wake up that way every
My
day.
child,
Just gay.
these hoes.
On Call of Duty. We're going to be on Call of Duty. I'll just hear the fan in the background.
God damn it!
Jump off the roof.
Nah, for real.
I cannot wait. That's going to be so fun. That is going to be fun. So, how has everyone been doing? What's been going on? Anything new that we need to talk about before we just get into the shit? No?
Life's
All I did was
good.
work.
I went to go
That's
see
good.
Sir. I ain't doing this with y'all.
How
I
was
went to go
Sir?
see Sir. You seen him?
I wanted to see
didn't
him
see
so
him.
That
bad.
man was all types of fine. I ain't gonna lie. That's
Here
the
we go.
first thing.
It's Pride Month.
I'm just saying.
Look,
It's the
niggas be
first
fine.
Niggas be fine. Like, what I'm supposed to say? Like, he ain't fine?
Tall and chocolate.
I like to call
Who
them
was the
pretty.
one
I
dude
feel
you
like
was
you're
obsessed
pretty.
with from
St.
Bad
John,
Boys?
nigga.
Bad Boys.
Oh, Armando?
Armando.
We were just talking about him last week.
Yeah.
weren't y'all?
The other
Was
week.
that
Milton.
like-
The
that
other
was
week.
2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
With
Armando is fine.
with the Aarons.
Yep.
He looked like several of my cousins, so I didn't get the hype.
I still haven't
He don't look
seen
like
that.
none of mine, baby.
Hey
All right,
cousin.
I got country looking.
Two-Face Jay in the building. What up, my guy?
Shout out to Two-Face J. Oh, yeah, we already told him happy birthday last week. Listen, Sir was fine. He ripped his black beater off and everything. I'm like, well, I hope he didn't go to the steel yard for it. I think that's all I was thinking about. I'm like, why
You
did
were
he
concerned for his safety.
I was
Right.
very concerned for his safety because he kept saying that he was tired.
Uh-huh.
And I can understand because, you know, touring is very tiresome. I can only imagine just sound check earlier throughout the day, interviews you got to go through. If the food is trash, you really got a long day ahead of you. Like I couldn't imagine just being in a city with trash food.
Well, Cleveland
Thank
has
God
good
he was in
food.
Cleveland.
Yeah, thank
Right.
God.
I
for
don't know what
God.
he ate, but
I was about to say, I was
he was
like,
very
ew.
tired. He didn't look like he was
I was
drinking
like,
any
it
water.
could depend on the places, though.
Now we got some trash places, but
With
overall,
overall, it's getting more diverse up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is very diverse.
It's getting more diverse. I was shocked by the amount of what are they called, chain restaurants out here. Because growing up on the West Coast, there's a lot more like small businesses.
Yeah,
So when I came out here, I was like, oh,
That makes sense.
it's a lot.
definitely. Yeah.
wait, so you grew up on the West Coast? See, this is what I
Yeah,
mean.
see,
Yes, sir.
everything is it's coming together for me.
Tell them where you from, babe.
Ooh, no, she's telling a story.
No, I was with the.
What's happening here?
Yeah, I was with the move.
This woman ain't never
gonna say
shy.
shit.
The only time
say
I've ever
shit.
seen her shy is when she was in front of Nikki Giovanni. That was the only time ever.
Not you being shy on a Tuesday.
Could not speak to Nikki Giovanni. I was stressed. She gave me a compliment on my hair, and I was just sat there the whole time, just staring at her. Even when we went up to get a signature, I was like, "I'll take the photo." So I don't have a
Like
photo
she'll
with
take
her.
the photo. She wouldn't even get in it. It was crazy.
I was stressed.
I know.
I have my book though. That's all that matters.
That's true.
Rest in power. So I was born in Mississippi.
Okay.
I was raised in the Pacific Northwest, so in Oregon and in Washington. My father and his people are from Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and northern Mexico.
Okay.
And then my mom's people are from St. Louis, Mississippi.
Okay.
Yeah. Every
So
time
how
I
you
do
get
the
Cleveland?
DNA thing, it keeps changing. So, yep.
I need to stop playing and do it.
You should.
I just need to stop playing and do it.
I was a little shocked, but I was happy I was more black than I thought. So that was exciting.
Child, I'm 15% propane white.
Not
propane
propane. What regions?
15 Irish. Some
Okay.
other Europe.
Okay.
They just spreaded me all through. Like what?
What was that?
Gotcha.
White.
So now I'm 17% German European, which is
I wish I was
rude.
more German. I think
And
that's the one I
then
was banking on.
And then
Not
Welsh,
more German.
Irish, Scottish, the Philippines, North
See, I need to
American.
know
I was
this
Oakland
stuff.
too. Yeah, I was
Because
Oakland
what
too,
all am
Philippines.
I?
And I forgot. Oh, and then lots of black.
Of course,
Lots of
black.
black.
Yeah, I was
Lots of
85.
black.
85.
So you know, like for most Black Americans, you know, you're about 20% white. She's literally a quarter white. You know,
Oh, you 25.
she's
Oh, you
25%. That's what I'm
Oh, shit,
saying. It's a little
we in the
different over
room with
here. It's a little
with a
different.
queen. She might be. She might be a direct descendant. I don't know.
Somebody married into the family under false
Somebody did
pretenses.
something. Somebody did something.
No, and that was
That's
probably
always
the most
interesting.
interesting thing about ancestry.
Yes.
Is you can see how they did a workaround when you married, like a white person married a black person or was in cahoots. So like on my mom's side, they were, what's the bad term that we don't use anymore? Mulatto.
Okay.
There's a lot of mulatto people, or they would just be white. And they would have like separate houses. So like this person would be listed as the father for this child, but they had a separate address where like they were in the white neighborhood and then the black parent and their kids would be in this house. And that's how they would like legally make it work.
That's interesting. Real estate. That's all I hear.
Yeah.
Real estate.
I hear properties.
Lots of properties in Texas. Lots of properties in Texas.
I think
I
the
hear
coolest
write-offs.
thing
I hear.
people,
I
huh?
hear tax.
when I did like my
breaks.
ancestry, I'm 48% Nigerian. Like that high.
48?
Is crazy.
Yeah, it was so high.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
She's black, but she
I
got
feel
white
like
edges.
48 is not
She's
enough.
black edges.
No,
Her
that
white
just mean
edges.
no. Your people was really on the boat.
No, I thought I
No,
was
for real.
I think I'm like
For
85. Like that's what's crazy.
You're 85% Nigerian?
Something.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, so like mine was
Like, I gotta look at my
85% African total, but it was 48% Nigerian specifically.
Time out.
So I need to know what yours is.
Yeah, the specific. Yeah.
I'm gonna
know,
do it.
right?
Where I gotta go?
It is.
I think my
Well,
shit is
it's
maybe
cool
just
except
East
for the fact
African.
Christmas,
that
it's on sale.
as a queer
Always during
person,
Christmas.
Okay.
being gay is outlawed in Nigeria. So it's like I can't go back to homeland if I wanted to unless I'm hiding it, you know? It's crazy.
I be,
Oh, you're 48. Okay.
Yeah,
I be thinking
I'm
about
33,
it.
but
You do?
just
It's kind of
83
hard.
sub-Saharan,
Me and me though.
That's what I'm
69
saying, like-
West
So it's just
African, 33.
Wait, where were you at, Love?
33 Nigerian and 23
23.
Ghanaian, Liberian, and Sierra Leonean.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, I didn't get Sierra Leone.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But
Yeah.
Nigerians love themselves. So is it the Lib or is it the Nigerian?
Oh, my personality?
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Science.
We'll never know.
It's Libra. That's just
Shout out to the Libra.
I'm telling you.
Ladies.
born in one of the
It's a
best
beautiful life, you know?
times
I can
of
never
the
hate
year.
myself, you know? It's great.
No, I never hated myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rude. It went up again. Okay.
It went up again.
It's 25% Nigerian.
Okay, progress.
18% Germanic European.
Is that your next highest?
Yeah.
So she's Mexican, so that's probably why hers is like all over the place.
Hers is yeah. That makes sense.
Benin, Togo, Mali, Cameroon. Oh shoot, I forgot. Swedish, Irish, Welsh.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I got British, Irish, French, German, and broadly Northwestern European. Just sprinkle it.
And
What if I don't
indigenous.
get no white?
I can see that for you, sir.
That's what
You don't think so?
I'm pretty sure I
He
do. I
ain't
know
get no
for a
white.
fact when I went.
He ain't get no white.
No, I got some because I know for a fact
We all
I had
got some. We all got
a
some.
white
Yeah.
uncle or something. I remember seeing them at a funeral when I went to Alabama way back in the day, and I was like,
What the uncle
Who
got to
this
do with
man?
you? That ain't, he ain't his sperm ain't in you.
he's still part of the family, so that means I would have some white.
Yeah, he part of the
in me,
family, but
Oh my gosh.
I
but
don't know if he was married in or like born in.
exactly.
I just remember as a kid, I'm sitting at the funeral and I'm asking my mom, "Who is this old ass white man here?" And she's like, "Sure, shut up." That's my mom. I was like, "Well, but we're in Alabama, and he the only white one. Like, was we slaves or something?" Like, I'm one of those at funerals. So.
were we slaves?
Wait, are you surprised that you were possibly from a family
You
of
can't
slaves?
ask anybody.
I just need to know.
I mean, when I was younger, because growing
okay.
up, my mom, she's the only one in her family here, and she's from Enterprise, Alabama. So, like, once I got old enough to realize how small it is, how deep in the South it is, and going back seeing it, it was just like, I wouldn't be surprised if we came from, you know, it was some slaves in our family, but as a kid, I'm just going down there, just like, why is this old white man here?
So I have older parents, and my grandfather was a hoe. So I have.
Oh my god.
Most of them are.
Most of them are.
I have uncle babies, so they're like younger than me, but they're my uncles. But I definitely remember hearing from him that he was the direct descendant of freed slaves. So like I knew it growing up. They were sharecroppers into the 70s down south. Like there's stories of people not even knowing in the deep rural parts of like Mississippi and Alabama, not even knowing that they were free until like the 50s.
Yeah.
Because they just didn't tell them.
Didn't tell them nothing. Kept
Where
them
you
in
gonna go to the
bondage.
city? You live out in the middle of nowhere.
Get them on a cell phone.
That's probably what happened. Somebody came by. Why are you still picking cotton?
Yo.
Yeah.
We're free.
Yeah, we're free.
Like, really?
That's a poor choice.
And then even at that point, it's still like, hold on,
Please
but what
don't
is
drive
free?
by with that voice and be like, yo,
I have so many.
like, why are you?
Yes, you do.
Why are you still picking cotton?
Why are you?
This is terrible.
Don't get
On
imagine
Juneteenth.
those fires outside.
Oh my God.
Roll up on you,
Y'all
they
terrible.
stop,
Like,
roll
but
down the
what-
window. Excuse
But
me.
did you hear? Like,
Why are you still
did you
picking
know?
cotton?
Did you hear the good news?
Did you hear the news?
I know I'm not trying to tell
Did
you
you
about
read the
Mormonism.
lawyer?
I want to tell you about freedom.
Why
We
are
actually
you
owe
still?
you money.
We don't believe you.
And we gonna continue. No, for real. Listen,
That's how they were probably doing.
before I get my ass
whooped.
whooped, I'm gonna do my job. That's all I know right now.
Mm-hmm. So besides Sir, anything else? My friend. Try some new food, go out to a new spot.
I didn't. I stayed home.
He's a singer.
Good.
He's from
Sorry.
LA, Cali area.
He's fan.
I
You gotta
don't
get hip to
actually know
Sir.
anyone's name.
Yeah.
I'm like that also, but she got me hip to Sir, and as soon as I heard, I was just like, hold on. This
One of my
man is
rugby
amazing.
coaches was named Sir, so then I was confused for a second. But I was like,
He did every song
I was
I ever wanted him to do.
It's just bad.
That's always nice when you go
A
see
great show.
artists.
and they
great
play
They do
all
a
the
bunch of songs that you actually want them to do.
Absolutely.
And it was just very reminiscent of the first time that me and my girl, that was like our first date. So we were
that's
going to
full circle.
see our first date. We were going to see Miguel, and Sir actually opened for Miguel along with Childish Major. If you know Childish Major, I mean, if you know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But those two artists outside of Miguel, I just started listening to them very heavy, and we just developed a whole love for him. All his albums are amazing. Please go check out all of them.
All of them.
Every single one of them. He did amazing.
Yeah.
He looks great. He's 3 years sober. He just had another baby. He said all this shit. It was a great show.
It's something about when they get sober and then they start touring again, and you're like, oh, there you are. Like, this is a good show.
No, that body was body, and I sent it to them. That man was fine.
Lick it under that.
Yeah.
Well, everything started being snatched when you cut that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all that sugar is gone.
Yeah.
I ain't cutting it out.
And I knew he was a drinker.
You said you're not doing it, Jerry.
Like I mean, I already knew what he was sober from because I've been a long time fan of him. Like it wasn't no drugs.
Oh, I was like, was it?
It was liquor.
Oh, nah. That's still hard.
He's married. He's been married. He was married 10 years, so he's
Oh, wow.
20 years now.
Okay, beautiful.
Shit, just had another baby. I was in tears, like, cause I feel so old. I feel so old. Number one, and then number two, it's like it's a lot of things that I'm not done yet. And just to see somebody just still creating this type of music and then still doing everything that
I
they're
love
doing
seeing
in real
artists
life.
mature with their music. You
with
know
the
what I'm saying?
music.
That's
Show
what
me
real
who you are
artists do.
today.
You can hear it, you
is
can
beautiful.
see it, and just and every time I go to see somebody that I've always seen,
Right.
it's a reminder, and
Yeah.
that's why I see the same people over and over again.
Honestly,
I like to
I'm getting
see-
really picky too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some people I miss Leon. Leon Thomas is sold out. Can we talk about this
Already?
shit? Yes,
That's
nigga.
a blessing.
Blessing
I
for
mean,
who?
yeah.
Not for me.
No.
I ain't get my
For
ticket yet.
him, that's crazy.
I
You not
ain't.
to go
So
to
now,
Detroit? Is he going to Detroit?
See, you see what you're doing right now?
I'm sorry.
All right. Mess around, we ain't gonna be able to see him in Detroit either.
Yeah.
You superstitious?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't
like,
mention
I
this shit.
felt like he was about to get
I
a
want to
whooping.
see
I was waiting to
him.
see what
We
he
gonna
was
have to
gonna
go
do.
somewhere else. He's sold out here.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing else. That's it.
Well, congratulations to him being sold out.
Absolutely.
but not too sold out.
Man, he sold out
Come on
enough.
now. Come on.
He sold out enough here. I gotta travel to see this nigga. Oh my god.
I don't know about all that. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not
Go
there.
look on
for-
Ticketmaster.
To just be like, oh yeah, add another date there since it's sold out. Like, no, we ain't one of those cities. Count your blessings
hope
because it's
they
sold
do.
out
I'm
once.
sure.
I really hope that they do. I could see them doing that. No, adding another
That's what we was laughing at. He
what?
said they might start shooting.
at Leon. If you shoot at a Leon Thomas,
That's just
concert,
terrible.
That's
They fight in church.
Wait,
Yeah.
I've seen him fight at funerals.
Well,
Yeah.
They fight at a funeral, and I will fight at
yeah,
church.
yeah, that's
They're
that's
grieving.
given.
It's okay.
Yeah,
At
that's a
church?
given.
It's grievous.
They're grieving.
I don't think you're sad enough unless.
You fight.
No, I love the ones when it's like the person who doesn't normally talk at funerals gets up there and goes, I have a lot to say about family so
They got
and so.
grievances with everybody. Yeah.
You never paid for nothing. Why are you here? And you're like, oh my.
Well, my best friend told me I could do that for her funeral.
Definitely.
I would do that for my
I gave him
cousin
all the
Darrell's
permission.
funeral because why are you here? He didn't
Why-
like you. We didn't
why
like
she
you.
here,
Get the
Ike?
fuck out. No, we're not doing
Oh
that.
my
Why she here,
We're
right?
not- no.
My dad literally just said that yesterday.
Escort
He said he has a
her
list
peacefully
of who's
out of
allowed
my
to come.
shit.
Anyone else needs to be removed.
And you got to respect that. It's his
Oh,
dying
you do.
wish.
No. I'm going to just have random show up just to spite him. Let me just.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Oh, I love him to a point.
Well,
You
I
gotta
don't
be
even.
spicy.
I don't care for my father, but when he passes away, if he was just like, I don't want X, Y, and Z there, I will make sure that X, Y, and Z weren't there.
At the very
My
least.
dad just doesn't like anybody.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
like, you gotta take it with a grain of salt.
Okay. Now, yeah, if I got to listen, it was like 50 names on it, I'd be like, all right, you tripping.
I mean,
No,
I think you're the problem
his
at
list
that
probably
point.
has 10 names on it of who's allowed at his funeral.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I said everybody's just invited.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Okay. What? I did something. I'm
about to say, I know you did something.
I went out and was gay in the city. Shout out to Mars on the switches. Shout out to Darrell. We went outside.
Okay.
We went to Rebar to celebrate Trav Hen's birthday. And then after that, we was in the streets.
Very nice.
You know, I got to be on a prowl. I got this one daddy's number. I'm working on that. Yes.
Work on that, friend. I already told you how I felt.
Yeah. Mr. Dion.
Okay.
Oh, you really working on him?
You know me in the club.
When you sent me the message, and I was like,
No,
oh, this
you
nigga.
know me
Like,
in the
who's
club.
he?
We as soon as we walked in, I saw him because he was tall, he was different. He had on a Hunter jersey. You know, I like arms, so he had like a muscle shirt on.
Oh,
And
he
you could see
had
his arm.
anime.
And,
Okay.
so I'm like,
I watched that show.
we sitting at the bar.
I like
just
Hunter.
I didn't know what
oh,
it was,
okay.
but I said,
I'm
okay.
with him. I'm like, I need to.
That's probably one of the only animes that I
So
fuck with.
we standing there. He go to leave. I was like, oh, I ain't missing my opportunity. I stepped right in front of him.
Ooh.
I put my hand out to shake his. He shook it. I said, hello, sir. Do you play for my community? He like, what? I said, do you play for my team?
Oh.
He like, what you mean? I'm like, do you play for my team?
It sounds like you're recruiting or
And
something,
he was
Jerry.
like,
I like that.
That sounds like a cult.
He said, yes, and I celebrate Pride. I was like, yeah. He was like, yes, I do. I said, okay, well, my name is Jerry. What's yours? Got his name. I asked him, well, what's the best way for me to get in contact with you?
Oh, so you're
That you would
smooth with
prefer.
it. That's
You think
good.
that's smooth?
I mean, I treat
Okay.
flirting like it's an interview process. I'd be like, hey,
Oh God, no.
come here.
See, no.
I like you.
It's smooth, but it's also to the point because
You know you did.
I know.
when I approach gentlemen, I move with purpose. Like I'm not just hitting on you to hit on you. Like I know I could have you. What nigga would tell me no if I really wanted them? That's how I feel. So if I'm stepping to you,
That's
I like
that
to be
Aries energy.
clear.
You feel me?
I like to be clear.
Like what the fuck?
I like to be clear with my approach because no, I'm serious. I'm a grown ass man. I'm not trying to waste your time or mine. So what's up?
Okay.
Period.
So yeah.
Insurance is paid. Auto.
Oh, man.
I don't have to remember to pay it.
You got auto pay bills?
I do.
Look
See?
at you.
That's
My
a
nigga is
grown-up.
up here. That's
That
that
is a
tax
grown-up.
bracket. Then we talk.
That's that tax bracket.
My nigga is here. He has arrived. Nigga.
I'm getting
Y'all can't
there.
tell me shit about him.
I'm getting there when I'm gonna put
So
all
Mr.
of them.
Dion A. His bills are on auto pay. You can't fuck with him.
Look, we'll see. We will see because
can't
he
fuck
is
with him.
because he told me he was like, well, I'm from.
Supposedly
he
I went to
said,
school
I live in
with him.
California.
Supposedly I went to school with
At
him.
least he's
I don't
not
remember this
Atlanta.
nigga. I don't know.
He did. He said he went to Euclid.
Oh,
Lies.
okay.
Lies.
Oh,
I never seen him.
okay.
When I went to his
Did y'all have
page, he had
schools
friends in
though,
common.
Live?
From,
Who had friends in
from
common?
Him with people that
Did y'all
are
have
in
the
Euclid.
schools?
Small schools?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Maybe
they put
that's
me in
why
the
you
wrong
don't
small
know.
school. Yeah.
Where was you in?
I was in business and communications
Likewise,
with the ghetto
that was the
motherfuckers.
best school.
Yeah,
Look,
it was the
I
ghetto.
got,
It was
I got
the ghetto.
education in the show. I wasn't mad about
Wait,
it.
It was the ghetto.
Okay,
I was supposed to be in STEM.
Tell me
Oh,
more.
okay.
You see what I
Gotcha.
mean?
Okay.
What is that mean?
Gotcha. Huh?
What does that mean?
So at Euclid, we had small schools based off of the trajectory you were headed on. They had schools like STEM, arts, business. I can't remember anything.
sounds like a
Languages.
prison pipeline.
It was a school for the slow people.
What?
Let's be right. Let's be real.
that's
like,
what
let's be
it
real.
sounded like.
No, for real.
Because it's like, why am I being
They-
shuttled
Thank
into
you.
something when I'm still trying to figure
No,
out my
because
life?
don't get me started with the small school. This shit is triggering. You know why?
Let's go.
I came in 2004 in 9th grade. There was no small schools. Next year, they forced us to choose 3 small schools, and I got put in a fucking school that I did not choose. What the fuck I look like being in business and communications? Me? I am STEM. I am science, technology, engineering, and math. And that's what I picked. And they put me in business, BCS, business and communications. I was mad as fuck. We around the corner from the slow motherfuckers, let's be real. What they call
I support folks with developmental disabilities, just so
thank
you guys
Yeah,
are
y'all
aware.
there.
Okay.
And the personal who what? All that shit. No. No. I know I don't belong over there. I don't want to go to the arts. I don't want to go to the arts. I don't want to go to the international school.
That's what the other one was.
But they had the littest white
I'm
people
telling
I've
you.
ever seen in my life. When I tell you these white people were lit
don't they?
and fine.
Not
These-
lit and
Not fine.
Like they don't exist. They ain't
the
outside.
tequila something.
They were lit and fine. There was this one girl, what was her name? Anne?
Yeah.
Oh God. She was from Russia or some shit.
Well, shout
I'm
out
talking
to
about
Anne.
ice blue eyes.
Ooh.
See the rush?
She had the naturally dirty blonde hair. Like she was fly as
my.
the fuck.
That is not her color.
Fly as the fuck.
Not the natural dirty blonde.
They put me in BCS. I did not belong there.
That sounded a little gross. A natural dirty blonde?
She was a naturally dirty blonde with ice blue eyes. She was gorgeous.
You sound cray-cray.
She was an assassin.
All my friends like, you like Anne? I'm like, have you looked at Anne? Like, look at her. Like, she's fucking gorgeous. Yeah.
We had a foreign exchange student from Norway.
Okay.
And when I tell you, he looked like a Greek god.
See?
Bronze, tan, blonde, and beautiful, and was buff. And he's like, I'm the ugly one in my family. I said, sir.
Yeah, he ain't
What
nothing
the rest
ugly
of them
about
look
you.
like?
What the rest of them look
By
like if
American
you were
standards,
ugly?
by American standards, by propane white standards,
I was like,
you kinda, you there.
he looked like a Greek. Like when
We
he
had
used
one from
Hercules.
Lithuania. I'm telling you, and he used to live right on the end of the street.
Your bills will
I
be paid.
swear to God, that man was
Your bills will be paid.
He made varsity.
green card wear, and I got it here. Nah,
It was a modeling contract.
I got it here. I got the green card right here.
I swear
But
that
no.
all the nerds turned out right, you know?
did,
Out
all
living
of
their
them.
lives, doing well, you know?
The less,
Yeah,
well,
Are they?
Yeah.
But
Yes,
you either
especially
turned
the
out
black
because they
ones.
minded their business,
Especially the
or
black ones,
they wound up doing other stuff. You know?
everybody in music is still in music right now.
I'm
Shout
telling
out to
you,
Josh
thriving,
Walker.
and
We had
thriving.
Josh Walker. We had Chris George, who tours for fucking every, like they tour for every fucking body. It's a lot of gospel people, but still, they touring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they did it.
They're booked, yeah.
They are booked and fucking busy. And I was proud to say that I was in jazz band with them.
Hey, Carla.
Nice.
That's
Hey,
enough for me.
Carla.
That's enough for me.
Hi, Carl.
Carl's is on there.
Carla,
I lost my phone.
It's okay, babe.
Okay.
I got you.
listen. Fuck Euclid High School.
Oh, wow. Fuck high school.
They should have never put me in
fuck
business and
Euclid High
communications.
School.
I didn't belong there.
And they didn't let you leave. Like you had to stay on that course.
When you
till
was there,
graduated?
Unfortunately,
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
you was part of that school.
Yeah.
You couldn't even transfer over and do other classes. That's the other thing. The small schools only offer certain classes. So now you got to stay until you are in the 11th grade. Then you can cross
Oh,
schools.
It's too late.
that
You
sounds like
already-
prison
thank you.
pipeline.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It was, you already
'Cause you
limited
missed-
me.
Yeah.
Now I can't learn about coding until I'm in my senior year. Now
My
I can't
brain shut
learn.
off by
Right,
senior
I can't
year.
learn
Yeah,
Spanish
definitely.
until junior year. You see what I'm saying? Like you held me
Child.
back.
I had
Now remedial in college.
I would never be that, but
I was about to say, I did okay. I did great.
okay.
I did
Wait,
But at
great.
the same time, I know I would have
Yeah, I was in
been.
a business school too. But I didn't finish at Euclid. I got transferred. So
Thank God, man.
yeah.
Where did you get
Fuck,
transferred to?
My mom, ripped me from my school and took me out to Mentor in
She
11th
sounds
grade.
traumatized.
Oh, babe, I ain't never forgave her for that.
I know
So
you haven't.
you built.
But you
I was
did
in
good.
Euclid schools from 2nd grade to 11th grade. You
Oh,
wanna,
wow.
You want to rip me out there? It's a
Third
little
and
messed
on.
up.
Well, your
Third
last
on
year
for
or your
me.
last 2 years?
Like my last year and a half.
Yeah, she left junior year.
All because of my little brother getting in trouble. But we here.
So you know what's crazy about that? Since I went to school with my sister and my cousin, we used to get into a lot.
Okay.
And I remember a time my mom was like threatening to remove me from school, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Girl, this is my last year. What are you talking about? Like, no, that's not that's not happening. Like, it's not realistic. It's not. No."
Got you.
I moved schools my senior
I couldn't
year.
imagine.
Yeah, it was hard. Yeah.
Because I do always, in middle school, I went to Patrick Henry first.
Okay.
And then when I got there, I was like, Mom, I went to school at Newton D. Baker on the west side. And this is,
Hard knocks.
yeah, like, baby, no, I don't know. No.
Alcatraz.
No, I'm like, no, I don't want to know. You got to get me out of here. I don't care that this is because of where we live
It's just
at.
a culture shock when you used to
It
come
was, and I was
specifically.
just like, baby,
Yeah.
this is not my people. This is
That's what happened when I moved to Tallahassee.
So she transferred me
Tallahassee.
to Collinwood,
Did you fall in love with T-Pain then or
and
before
I wish
that?
I would have stayed at Patrick Henry.
Was it Colorado?
Collinwood.
I went to college.
Wow.
That's where all my family and
Okay.
stuff went. I had family there. My cousins were both there. All of my aunties and uncles. My
Hey,
father.
Gladys, what's
they
up,
all
G?
graduated from Collinwood, so it made sense as far as the carry on family tradition. But I always wonder if I just would have stayed at Patrick Henry, what would have been different? Because I still remember that art class from Patrick Henry, and that was my favorite class I done probably had. Period.
Shout
And
out our teacher.
But back to your
was-
grievances with Euclid High School lab, like
Our art teacher was sniffing glue, nigga.
what?
We watched her do it.
In class, she was just sniffing the glue?
We watched her do it.
She was being creative.
wait, your teacher?
It's art.
That's crazy.
She just squeezing it in front of her nose. I'm like, is she okay? Like,
Did you have Mr. Tusach?
Yes, I
Oh
did.
man,
I love Mr. Tusach.
I didn't. No.
I loved him. I had Mr.
So
Bartucci.
like this was like once a day in the class, or like a couple of times.
And that
throughout the
was
class?
actually Forest Park Middle School. That was 6th grade.
I would have reported her.
She did it at home and didn't
I mean, we ain't. Nobody don't care about that kind of stuff back
Give a
then.
damn,
you know?
right.
I did report a teacher.
I believe you, baby. But you that kind. You would do that.
One to my mom. Shit.
Reported a teacher.
Oh, to my mother? No, I don't want her to go to
She wanted to tear
jail.
all this shit up.
She'd blow up the spot.
Yeah.
I lived in a white community. So I would just be like, it made me uncomfortable as the only black person in my class.
Aries in the house.
You can't out argue that.
For sure.
It made me uncomfortable as the only black person in the.
I did, and then they'd be like, "Oh no, sissy, we're progressive here," and I'd be like,
Are you?
"I don't want to have to tell my mom." Mind you, I was never telling my mom. If I told my mom, all of St. Louis, all of Mississippi would have showed up with a vengeance.
Yes.
And I was like, "She's
The
doing
vengeance
well in
assemble.
college. Let her finish her pharmacy degree."
I can take this.
Mr. Smiley, I'm trying to. Do you remember Mr. Smiley?
I remember Mr. Smiley.
Wait, so what did he teach?
Smiley or Smilek?
She said,
She
I
said
love Mr. Smiley.
He was tall.
Damn,
She got
Smiley
answer in
or
the chat.
Smilek?
She
Like,
just said Mr. Smiley.
I think he went to Empire too.
because Smilek by
we're about
a
to
certain
rewatch
time
that.
he
Was Mr.
ended up
Smiley
being the
tall, G?
principal.
I remember
Did he
going
teach
I don't know. I was
at
there.
Empire
I was there
also?
when the gym teacher was a pedophile, Mr. Jordan.
They all.
What is with men?
I remember.
PE
I think I
teachers
came
doing
in
too
the year that
They
happened.
creeps.
What year did you
Not all
graduate?
of them,
You
but-
07,
07,
right?
yeah.
I'm
I'm
10.
07,
So
yeah.
yep.
So Mr. Jordan was still there,
Mm-hmm.
and Renola, Mr. Renola was still there. Maybe not.
And then I think the year I came in,
Social
like somebody
studies.
died in the pool, and so we couldn't get swimming lessons.
Yes.
Yep. It was crazy.
Wouldn't that be more reason
Yes,
for
it
y'all
was
to have
crazy.
swimming lessons?
Were
No.
they killed
Or maybe the
they...
teacher just wasn't good?
Yeah, I don't remember. I just remember they said we not letting y'all in the pool this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The chat said that
What's
he
crazy
taught
is
social
that
studies.
Social
so.
studies.
Oh, okay.
That sounds on brand.
You think you had
think
that
it
teacher
really
Girls
also?
died in the pool?
Somebody remember his
That's
name.
possible. You know,
Smiley.
they teach in multiple schools.
A student
and
died in the
districts.
pool. Yes, ma'am.
That
A
is
student died in the
awful.
pool
Yeah.
when I was there too.
Dang.
Yeah.
We had a substitute. We never learned his name, but we called him Sweater Guy. And one day he showed up and he didn't have a sweater on, and we were all staring at him.
Thought he was a serial killer.
No,
that day?
we didn't know who he was. And he was like, "Hey, everybody, I'm glad to be back." We were like, he's like, "I'm the guy who wears a sweater." We're like, "Ah, there it is." Still don't know that man's name.
He's not memorable. His sweater.
His
Right.
sweaters were.
Right.
He wore like Bill Cosby sweaters all the time.
Okay.
It's just easier.
Just on the sweater?
Yes.
It is.
Oh my God.
A lot
I
of
buy
times.
Steve Jobs really made sense when he said he wore the same thing every day. I totally
And what do I
understand
do?
it.
I can think on.
For the same shit.
Yeah, I
Unless
love
I'm here,
uniforms for work.
honestly,
Love 'em.
I wear the same shit every motherfucking day, and I
Yeah.
can care less.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
I'm
what is
done
it called?
caring. Asperger's.
It just like reduces your decision fatigue.
Decision fatigue.
Yeah, yeah.
Asperger's. No.
That too.
All right, I'm done.
That too.
I'm done.
The minimalist.
No, I
Oh, that was my show. You watched it?
Uh huh.
Oh my gosh.
I never watched it.
Did you get to the part where you found out who Red John was?
Wait a minute. No.
Oh, you talking about no, you talking about the mentalist.
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
He said the minimalist.
Minimalist.
Oh.
But I
The
know
mentalist, yeah, because my girl
That's-
watches that
Woo!
shit. Yeah, Red John.
Fire.
Yeah, I know.
Fire.
Yeah. Oh my God, I
Highly
hate that I even know
recommend.
that. I can't
Highly
wait to tell her.
recommend.
She don't even watch my show, but I'll tell
What's
her.
your
What's your show?
This show. But I'll.
Wait, what
No.
show?
She
Yeah.
said in this show.
But she would have been. She been.
okay.
But she would have been very excited to hear that you watched The Mentalist.
Okay. Well, she
Yeah.
gonna find out, huh? Because she don't watch the
I
show.
never tell her. Honestly, this is where I get
Well,
my
it'd
shit
be a
off.
good
so.
icebreaker next time y'all bump into each other. Y'all outside.
I
Please,
have
I would
never
never.
met her.
And you won't.
Oh,
Laugh.
At least you're honest, man.
Love you, babe.
Oh man,
Love you,
Mr.
babe.
Toth. I don't think I liked him either, G.
These people got some interesting names as teachers.
Yeah, they
Smiley, Todd.
Toth.
Mr. Toth. I remember.
Okay.
I remember
It does
Mr.
sound
Toth.
Breaking
Orange is
Bad.
the
Very
new
Breaking
black.
Very
Bad.
Breaking Badish.
Breaking Bad, was that the one where they did
Yeah, it was
drugs?
cooking it up
Okay.
in the trailer.
I actually, and I said this several
RV.
times on the pod, but I actually had a thing with a substitute teacher
Oh.
at Euclid.
Oh wow.
One of the only female ones.
We had one or did
One of the only black ones. And she did volleyball.
I mean, both.
Do the math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know
She's
someone who
cute,
actually
too.
married the assistant coach for the girls.
I went to school with somebody
team.
like that too.
They're married now. They're
Married now. They have
everything.
kids.
Wow.
Little
Yep.
mixed kids.
Yep.
Yep.
Mixed
Wow.
kids. Yep. They both went to the military.
Shout out
the whole
to
9 yards.
Mr. Oh shit, I ain't gonna say his name. Never mind.
Oh man.
But it was
Fats,
but the
up?
teacher was the white woman, and he was on the basketball team, and they were screwing then,
Really?
and they still kept screwing, and they got married and had more kids and shit. So my school,
This was all Euclid.
the Euclid
This was
High School.
Euclid.
At the end of the day,
See, we had a different kind of mess at our school.
Yeah,
It
we had
wasn't-
we had
it wasn't
lifelong
teachers
mess.
fucking kids.
Yeah, we had
You know,
teachers fucking kids. Safe things.
It was kids fucking
sorry,
in the
what?
school.
Safe
and
things.
each other
These
and
were
shit.
safe. Everybody consented. Seems like
there's no consensualness between an adult and a child.
I don't know that.
No.
I consented. I said yes.
No, all of them are little victims. Absolutely not.
Well,
Let's talk about it.
No.
It's called
My-
grooming.
It is grooming.
It's called lack of mental
I wasn't
capacity to
going
be able
nowhere
to
with
make
her.
an informed decision. Come on now.
Your frontal
It's
lobe doesn't
definitely
develop
grooming.
till 27.
Come on now.
Right.
25 to 27. That's when that frontal lobe
you gotta ask
develops.
her. She seems
Yeah.
to think that I knew what I was doing.
Smoking weed.
Yeah, and she's the
Well,
problem.
that's good, but
My problem all day.
No, right. And that's the other thing is a lot of
Yeah.
us, when we dealt with older people, we thought we were special. We thought it was like a unique
Oh, no.
experience.
I knew I was in line, and she was in line.
In line.
Breaking rules.
It was a line. It was a lot of lines,
that were blurred,
You
apparently.
accepted an adult.
and that I was standing in, waiting for my. She did. She did.
man.
What?
now that you were standing around for your turn frame.
Yes, I was. I'm only speaking for me.
Look at you, little victim. It's okay.
Right, do the same thing.
No, that's very much. I
need some
volunteer
of
for tribute. I don't know. Little victim is nice.
You like the one?
It was all over TikTok when people were like listening to their grandparents and their great grandparents like love story, and it was like, yeah, your grandpa showed up at my house for 3 days straight
And was like,
then
I want
kidnapped
you.
me,
Yep.
and then we got married, and that's how you got here.
You
And
can
it's
go
like,
to jail
oh,
for that
you were
today.
14. You were a little victim. So
That's
yeah,
definitely little victim.
yeah.
Shit was crazy. Not
I
before
mean,
the
Marcus
internet.
Houston married his best
Before to
friend's
catch
daughter.
a predator.
The only reason that show stopped
nasty.
is because a cop unalived himself while they were going after him, or a district attorney or something like that.
Thank God for him.
Bring it back. Bring back
They need to
shame.
bring back shame. period.
Bring back shame.
Real bad. Real bad.
That's on the show that you don't like.
What show is
Big
this?
Mouth. They talk about shame, how it's good for
Big
children.
mouth. You don't like big mouth?
She doesn't. It makes her
Shame is
uncomfortable.
Why any references to penis? I'm not interested in that.
Shame
I
is
understand
Not at all.
I understand what you
No.
mean.
Shame is why you become a
I mean, I can understand that, but
Because I don't want to be shamed for something.
Because there's a difference between
It
being
does seem like
shamed
it's
and then
more
being
geared
guilt
towards
tripped.
the boys, but I think the boys could use some help.
Yeah, I'm not
We
a
need
boy
more
though,
than-
so
Yeah, I know, I know
I
what
overhear
you
her
mean.
watching it, and I'm like, what is you listening
I watch
to?
it for the sheer comedy of it.
Gotcha.
Because I know everything there is to
Yeah.
know. I ain't gonna lie.
Gotcha.
I'm always been advanced.
buy
But at the
Kia or
same
Skittle?
time, like,
You've
I
I
expressed
got a
that
dark
on
humor
several-
anyway,
Yeah,
so
I know,
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
Is it like a dark humor? Like, I don't know if I would like a
No,
dark humor.
I mean,
no,
it's-
some
it's-
dark
it's
humor.
sex
Technically,
humor.
y'all got dark.
No,
It's sex
That ain't really
humor.
my thing.
it's sex humor.
Because you know my humor. I don't
Your-
think it's
no,
that.
Your
No.
humor
You're
makes
more
me
dark. You're not
uncomfortable.
It does make
No.
her uncomfortable.
I get secondhand embarrassment or third-hand embarrassment. I don't know what it's called, but she'll watch these prank shows, and it'll be like, "Yeah, that lady." Immediately, she
I don't know her name.
I don't
but
know her name.
She a black woman. She's kind of shorter.
and she just be approaching people
But
like,
yeah.
"Yeah."
The short one with
Oh,
the
the little
got round
girl?
eyes.
The little
Yeah,
girl?
yeah,
The one with the
yeah.
show.
And she, yeah.
She be like,
Yes, yes.
no, she be like, I'm saying, bitch, what the fuck?
Yes, yes.
the
And then
little
she'll
one.
pull off on somebody.
I sent this.
Yes.
I
What is her name? It is hilarious.
And then
And
she
she
was like,
ready to wreck with
she was
everybody.
like, I'm
till
saying,
she
she was
roll
like, I'm
out.
saying, where the fucking McDonald's at? She was like, I don't
This-
know what the fuck
she
you
was
talking
like,
to. She was like, I'm
this
saying,
my
like, what the fuck?
Right, where you from?
She's like, well, why you talking like that? Like, what's
She's
wrong with you, bitch?
hilarious.
I'm saying, square
She's
up.
starting to take it too far, though.
No,
man.
she is.
She's
That
gonna get
shit
clapped
is
soon.
not funny.
She's
That
about to
is
get clapped
that is
soon.
scary.
No, for real.
I would never do
She's
that.
That's why you
people's
get embarrassed
bodies
'cause you're not
now.
finding
Like,
it funny?
it's a matter of time.
Her name start with an L. I can't think of it right now, but
because
because I
weird.
know it's weird.
It's
I know
so
that
weird.
if
I
I was
don't-
in that situation, I'd be uncomfortable.
It's
I
very
can't. The guy named that be in. He used to be in
I don't like
Walmart.
pranks,
You know what I'm
though.
talking about?
I
Doing
don't like
pranks.
that one. I don't like the one who be in the grocery store. Like it's
You
weird.
know what I'm talking. You got
Not
a
Funny Marco.
Funny Marco.
Funny
man.
Marco?
She
When
gets
he first
so
came out?
uncomfortable on
Yeah.
him too.
when he first
I'll be
came
done
out.
I don't like
with
any
it.
of
Oh,
those.
my
Even
God, it's
Calvin.
hilarious.
Calvin be like, I mean, I'm just saying, I got a new wig for you in my bag.
No,
like,
like
just-
it's funny if someone were to be like, you know, like when there was that one where random older women were telling young men to smile, like you know,
Yeah.
guys do to girls. That was like, I
So
was like,
you like
that's
stuff
the
that
edge.
makes guys uncomfortable?
Yes.
Yes. That's her. That's
like
her.
the dude that be going up and be like on the top of their head, and the dude
No,
gets
that's
up
No,
and
that's too much.
And they
That's
just,
too
and they
far.
just,
Because why's you touching me?
no, he didn't even do it.
Oh,
All he
okay,
did was
okay.
he just right by his head and be like,
Mm-mm.
and then he'll stand
You're
stand
in
back
my
and be like,
personal space.
waiting on you to get up, and he gon' get
But
up.
Funny Marco used to moan in people's ears, so you know what I'm saying.
My
Especially
bad.
dudes.
And then
so,
he'll do like
yeah.
he'll do like different lyrics and shit.
Okay.
That shit used to be hilarious.
No,
Leave
So-
people the fuck alone in public.
I'm
So,
with you.
there
I'm with
is
you when
this
you
Mind
right.
your
Asian
business and
dude
leave people
that
alone in public.
used
This
to
prank
dance.
shit is weird.
It is weird. It's gotten weirder.
It's so weird. 'Cause
Like there's
We
this,
should also preface though, I don't watch that many pranks. She don't like my movie humor at all. Like I like Vince Vaughn.
I don't know.
Like,
I
give me
like
some-
Vince Vaughn.
huh?
I like Vince Vaughn.
But you get uncomfortable a lot
Yeah,
of
it
times.
makes- 'cause he
Wait,
does
was
that
Vince
kind
Vaughn
of
does-
shit.
You like
Yeah.
Step Brothers?
Oh yes.
I was about to say,
I
that's
like Will
William
Ferrell
Crashers.
humor.
Will Ferrell humor
all
is
of
my
them.
One more for
favorite.
you. Freddie got pink.
Seth Green.
I
That's
haven't
a good
seen
one.
that in so many years.
That what got me
I
stuck.
see. I don't know if I would like it now. I don't know.
You
I gotta
won't.
rewatch
Daddy,
it.
would you like
I don't,
some
I don't know if I
sausage?
will
No, my
either.
God.
I like the movie.
Yeah,
No.
Wayans Brothers humor, like them guys.
Yeah, those are fine.
My
It
girl says
depends on the
that, Daddy,
day.
would you like some
I love
sausage
it.
lying in
Man,
the fucking bed with me?
classic.
And I hate that
Classic.
shit.
What?
Daddy, would you like no?
Wait,
Daddy, would you like
what?
some
Daddy, would you like
sausage?
some? I hate that fucking line. Hate it.
Juice.
I ain't hip
What
to
is
that.
that
Hate it.
from?
That's from the movie, babe.
Which movie?
What movie is that?
Freddie got fingered.
Oh, okay.
It was
I told you it's been that long.
It was about a
so
young
I
man
watched
who
all
was
these shows
sexually
as a kid
assaulted
when I wasn't
and
supposed to be, and
when
I
he
haven't
was
seen a lot of them
Same.
since.
Well,
I was allowed.
Yeah.
I
was
was
allowed to
allowed
watch
also. I don't even
nothing.
remember that movie, but I definitely seen it.
Yeah, I
but-
definitely seen it too.
Everything was of the devil, so I wasn't allowed to watch anything.
No, she is so for real, guys.
I'm not even playing. You
She's so
name a
for
Disney
real.
movie, I probably snuck and seen.
I
Oh,
had
tell
a-
them about the secular music that you listen to and say, well, they're praising the Lord. Tell them
Yeah,
about
okay.
that.
So like Paramore and like Evanescence.
Yes.
I used to tell my mom that they were praise music when they would like some of their songs.
I mean, listen,
Well.
think about it. Wake
Wake
me
me
up
up
to
to
sound.
sound. Wake me up to
Save
sound.
me. Like
Save
stuff
me,
like
yeah.
that.
Oh my
yeah.
mom, I'm having worship. Just let me just have a few
You
more
would have been
minutes.
able to get Flyleaf off then.
Yeah, no, there was a lot of
Because Flyleaf is Christian music.
but then my mom introduced me to like Christian rap and she had like
Christian
a select
rock was my shit.
list
I
that
used
I
to
was
love
allowed to
Lecrae.
listen to. Like
Christian rapper.
Grits was like her favorite one.
Crazy.
And then
Yeah,
she
for sure.
randomly was like, "Oh, you can listen to the radio now." And I was like, "What just happened?" I had to sneak the radio. I wasn't allowed to listen to it because it was secular.
Meanwhile, I had no guardrails when
Man,
it came
zero.
to that stuff.
Zero.
No, I was like,
None.
"Let's watch
Zero.
cartoons." She was like,
Wow.
"Oh, I was watching Waiting to Exhale at
I
3."
feel like I had
Yeah.
some.
Yeah.
Right,
Whenever
but
it came
want
out,
some
I was watching it.
cartoons, unless it's like the TV
One of the
stuff.
best soundtracks in the world, Craig.
I'm telling you.
Waiting to Exhale.
Soul Food.
Oh,
It's a couple of them. A
It's
couple
my
of
mom-
good
the
soundtracks.
Bodyguard.
There's a
Classic.
extremes with my
Classic.
life. Oh, Bodyguard was fantastic.
Man,
Classic.
anything
But
Whitney
learning
touched
what
was
she went
classic.
through
Yeah.
during the Bodyguard
Anything.
hurts my heart though.
Yeah.
You saw
She
what
had
I-
a miscarriage during the Bodyguard.
Oh yeah, I remember we found that out. That was
Cool.
rough.
Whitney.
Huh?
Whitney.
Whitney.
it gets to the character. It's real.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a movie. It's like
Like when she got it was like the precipice, like right before she got like really big into drugs, like that had happened. So it was like a
Yeah.
precipitating factor.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah, because
Of
we
her
read the
starting to do
book by
drugs?
her lover.
Of her like getting
heavy
really
into
deep
drugs.
into them. Yeah.
Because we read the book by her lover from when they
Robin.
were Robin.
Happy Pride Month, you know.
Happy Prime Month.
It's so good. It's such a good book.
I gotta buy it.
I didn't finish it though.
I have the
gotta
audio
buy it.
book.
Since we just brought up Pride Month, how do y'all feel about that? It's possibly
5 Heartbeats.
this may be the last Pride Month.
Key, me either. That's why our humor
Ain't no
is the
such
way.
thing.
I know we gonna laugh all day, Carl.
Wait,
all day long.
It's gonna be the last Pride Month.
It's
No,
Are you
it's
talking about because of Donald?
Yes, they want to name it. What's the Roman numbers with the I and the X
Who?
Is the I before or after the X?
before?
Like 9?
9.
9.
So I think just month 9 or
But this is
something
month
like that.
It's
6.
6.
And they wanted to celebrate women in education. That's what they want the month to be about. Not
And then
Pride.
they'll get a lot less pushback because they're celebrating women. They're smart about that.
Very smart.
Yep.
Women already have a month.
We have a lot of celebrations.
Don't you think we deserve
Well, this is women
More
in,
months?
in education, though, which I think is
that's
weird when you're
women
getting rid
in
of the Department of
education.
Education
Come on
in
now.
the first place.
Come on.
As a
We don't care
government
nothing
to
about it
say
to begin
something
with.
like that.
And
Right.
then it's so cute that
We're
they're
still
like,
going to celebrate it, but it's just the fact
Nobody
that
can read.
no, and it's funny because they're like, oh, we're giving rights back to the state. The funny thing is, the only reason that they even made a federal education is because the states were not doing what they were supposed
Yeah, it
to
wasn't
do.
equitable for
It
people
wasn't
that weren't
equitable
white.
for anybody.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and there are states that literally cannot afford their education systems, but we want to make them have their own budget. Go off,
Cleveland
though.
City schools are barely making it, man.
The mayor talks
Barely.
Child, we don't
Barely.
have no education in Cleveland.
We attempted, so I'm very pro public schools. I don't do what's it called?
Charter schools.
I hate charter schools. I hate charter schools with a passion. I was a teacher for a hot second. Charter schools are awful places.
I saw that.
And so I'm very pro public schools. But Cleveland?
Charter?
My child, no, private school. I would immediately, we were about to pull him and send him to the gifted school. It was too much. The first week, I got verbally harassed by a child. My son witnessed multiple fights. He got picked on by a 5th grader because on the buses, they will put 1st graders on the bus with 8th graders.
You remember how they used to put some students in the front and the back, kind of
No,
like
they can just
order
sit
us? They
wherever
don't do
they
that
want.
anymore.
I went to Chambers.
This is how I got
It was K through 12.
inappropriately
our-
touched on the school bus.
Exactly. Wait.
Back
Maybe I
Yeah,
heard
see,
you wrong.
yeah.
You
No,
said
you heard him
you
right.
got inappropriately
Yeah.
touched. I thought you said this is how people get inappropriate.
No.
I'm sorry,
I mean,
Jen.
it is. But
I know,
no,
but
it
I'm sorry
happened
that happened
me.
to
He was
you.
He was a 4th, 5th grader when
I'm
I was
really
like
sorry
in
that
the
happened to you.
2nd, 3rd grade.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then there's no what are they called? Like monitors on the bus. So it's just the bus driver who's
Just the
supposed to
bus
be
driver.
watching the roads.
Yeah.
And 50
Because you know
kids
his
on
mom
a bus.
is a bus driver.
Okay.
She's a
See,
Cleveland
and
school
it's
bus driver.
they can't do everything.
No,
Yeah.
they can't.
And so
So
it
at
doesn't
that
make
point-
It's a hard
sense.
job.
Tend to that weird fucking kid that you have who's
Yep.
touching little kids on the
Exactly.
bus. Like I can't blame.
They don't be knowing.
I can't
No,
blame
no, no,
everybody
But I
else.
feel like the signs be there
No,
for
so
some
kids
people.
that are
but
touching other kids have been touched themselves or have witnessed
Right.
someone being touched.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't just come out of nowhere.
I
Like
know
there's
that.
more going on.
I get that.
Yeah.
However,
But if you touching your kid at home, don't put them on a school bus.
I mean, you
I
can
don't know
do a
what you're doing.
courtesy,
I don't
you
know.
know?
Right? Like that's where he got hit.
I know.
A kid
Yeah,
hit
he
him
had
on
a
the
rough
bus.
time in Cleveland City schools.
They lost him one time. He didn't get dropped off at home until
they stayed losing kids up at that school, honey.
It was like 7:20.
What
It was
school
the
was
worst
this?
night
This
of
was
my life.
Tremont Montessori, so we thought it's a Montessori. It's going to be a good school.
It was not.
Not
it
at
was.
all.
I used to teach Montessori.
Not at all.
Like we literally, because like Montessori school, the
I feel
kids
like
are
we were
supposed
doing
to
with the
have
generation we were raising. Carefully would be too
inside
old
shoes,
to even
outside
care about the
shoes.
point.
I got there. I brought his extra shoes. They were like, "Oh, we don't do that." I was like, "That's the basics of Montessori is that we keep outside germs outside and inside germs inside."
Right.
And then I was like, "Well, do the kids
I know,
eat
the
like
village need to
family
come
style?"
back.
They were like, "No." I was like, oh, "Okay, I can't do this. This is too much." But yeah, we lasted a year, 2 years, and then I worked at the school even to try to see if I could help more. It was too much. Mm-mm.
Wow.
Now we're in Lakewood schools. It's fine.
Yeah, just fine.
Yeah.
Go where the funding
Did y'all
is.
see that latest comment, guys?
Yes, I was waiting. So I feel like we are doomed with the generation we are raising. Prayerfully, we will be too old to even care by the point. we'll always care,
I
but
don't think that's what we're raising. I think it's more of because what we're raising is will be way better. I think what's already in this teenage,
The young Gen Z.
yeah, because I was going to say, I don't, Miss Gladys, I don't know how old you are, but I feel like
She's in
our
her 30s.
generation.
She's in her 30s.
Okay, so
Fucking
our
down,
generation
bro.
that are raising children, I think those children they will be fine. It's what Mars was just talking about. It's the generations like
teenagers.
after us that are kids having kids that are raising kids, and the grandma is the baby. That's the generation that's scary because those are the ones that
and that's what someone was talking about. They're like, our parents that are younger parents, they were used to giving their kids to their moms. And so now that they're grandparents, they're like, you want me to do what with a who?
Gen X had it good,
Gen
man.
X,
That's all I got to say.
They're not fond of being grandparents.
Man.
They're ready to
What
dump
village
them.
do we have? What village do we have? We don't have big mamas, grandparents are in their 30s, and kids are raising kids. That's correct. They are. That's why the grandma is the baby.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But our generation, we don't have big mamas yet, but we still have grandparents.
Yeah, I'm so grateful
We
for the
have
grandparents I've
fantastic
had.
mothers that will grow into the big mamas. These later generations, I don't feel like they do.
I will be a fantastic grandparent if I get one. But I don't
She
know
would
if
be.
my
That's
kid-
great. A big mama. She just don't have no grandkids.
Give her some.
I will if I decide to have some.
can
Do you
take
not
a
want
ride.
kids,
But I
though?
don't want none.
Do you not want kids?
I don't see it just happening. I feel like there's a lot of planning. There's a lot
Oh,
of
of course.
conversation that needs
Yeah,
to have.
yeah.
And I don't think I'm there yet. I was at one point
Yeah, I think I remember you saying you were
with
ready.
someone else. But at the
Oh,
same time, like, she...
Well, I'm a doula, so when you are ready for that part, I got you.
She got you.
Okay, doodle.
Well,
I do it all.
I'm at the point where I do want. I'm at the point where I do want them, but I only want them in the right situation.
So what does that
and
look like
that's-
for you?
Yeah, what is
I
that?
haven't decided yet.
Fair.
So, because
That's fair.
as of now,
He gonna be an uncle.
Ain't nothing wrong with being
no,
a rich uncle.
I'm already an uncle. They just live out of town, so I don't see them. Their own father doesn't get to see them, so it is what it is. But
Gotcha.
I look forward to when my sister has children.
Y'all can take the child any time.
They live out of state.
No, I'm saying ours.
Oh, no. I don't
tell you.
babysit
That's all
other
I'm waiting
people's
on. I'm waiting on
children.
somebody around me to have a baby. Like, I can't be the one.
I'll take it to my mommy.
I can't do it.
Sounds good. Sounds
I mean,
good.
he's 10.
I love babies.
He does more and he
I've
talks
been
a lot.
stud daddy before anything
Oh
else.
Lord, not
I
a
was-
statty.
I was stud daddy before I was even a good partner to be
Oh, my
in a
goodness.
relationship with. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
So they ripped
I
the
love
kids from you when
oh
things
my
in
god,
it?
the
That
kids
list
were
is
mine.
real
Those
small
were my
of
kids.
Yeah.
who kids I would babysit.
I wasn't babysitting. I was raising them. I would bring them here. Like, my mother had a relationship with these kids. You see what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't that.
Four of
I
them?
wasn't babysitting. I was
That's a
raising
lot
these
of kids to
motherfuckers.
take on if them parents pass, bro.
But they trust me, so.
Okay, and you ready? You got it?
Oh yeah.
Love that. Love
In my
that.
heart, I thought I was going to have a
Marshall of the
lot.
kids, huh?
And then I had the one, and I was like, And then we got together, and I was like, we could do one or two more. And then she was like, do you want to travel? And I was like,
There it is.
That's real.
Yeah.
So
That's real.
let's put a pin there and focus on that because
Somewhat.
the traveling.
I like
aspect.
kids on demon time. We be chilling.
Come get mine. She got her shots yesterday in Teether.
oh,
Yeah.
yes, I will.
That's
I will
that's
come
the-
get
that's
your.
for
That's
you.
the best time.
Hold on, the Thundercats kids should be all right because we are their grandparents of them, so a lot is on us to teach these babies
Shout
how
out
to
to
do better.
Fats in the
Shout out to
building.
Uncle
That's what I
Fat,
was saying.
a grown man.
My bad. I keep.
You guys, I don't know if you know.
What?
How can I put this? In our bubble that we are on in the Facebook world, y'all are one of the it couples, right?
Oh my gosh.
Y'all
That's cause Miss Queen Key of TOP pulled out the chopper.
yeah.
She did.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was the flyest shit I ever seen in my
It was
life.
absolutely
Like,
incredible.
Thank you.
that shit was fucking fly.
Look, I said I was only doing this once, so I had to give her the proposal of a
Yeah.
lifetime.
Yeah, and
It just had to be that.
and
It just had
did-
to be that. And she's
did-
deserving. Come on, now look at
And
it.
did clearly.
Thank you, baby.
And clearly. So it's y'all give us hope. somebody like me who loves being single and that nigga though, but y'all make me believe
Wait,
that it's possible.
Jerry, you come across as somebody who wants love so bad.
I do. I'm
Like
ready
not
for
in a
it,
desperate
but-
way,
love
but
in
like
the
you,
right
like
way.
you want.
Yeah,
love.
I've read it
I
before.
know you're
When
gonna
that happens, you're gonna
flourish,
love
man.
to
He's
be loved.
picky.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that's fine. Being picky is fantastic.
I want it to be the right situation. So yeah.
So Sissy gave me a statistic one time that you said gay men struggle the most to settle down.
Yeah.
Like, do you agree with that? How do you feel about that?
So
Like,
there's
been
a
your
lot of figures behind that. I have science, but you as a
I'm
person,
just going to say yes, because even number wise, it's extremely hard for
Really?
us to everybody ain't
So-
just because a nigga is gay don't mean that they worth dating.
right.
That's
And-
fair.
And then as a
That's
black
fair.
gay man and somebody like me, even though I will say I've gotten older to a point where I'm probably now more open to dating somebody
Thank you, friend.
outside of my race. Realistically, I only want to date a black man.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's real.
So that
And that
slims
still
it down
lowers
crazy.
the
yeah.
dating pool
Absolutely.
down. So it's just, and then now I'm not one of the people, I'm not dating nobody extremely younger than me. I'm not dating nobody extremely older than me.
Yeah.
If you ain't got no money, I'm sorry. Cause you're
I
just
know
a
it. I'm
creep.
like the tax bracket. I'm like,
Because at that point, I'm sorry,
Tax
when you
bracket.
you grown as
Right,
fuck.
right.
Like you an old man in your like 60s or something, and you just want me to want me, and you ain't got nothing to bring to the table, and you ain't got no money.
Right.
That means that your whole life you've been a trash person. So you trying to go after
What have you
somebody.
done with all this time at this point?
I'm not wasting my time. But you know what I would waste my time for? Some money and a bag.
oh my god. Okay. You want to? Do you guys want to try some of the Puerto Rican rum we brought?
Yes.
All right. When you're ready.
Yeah,
We're gonna do
just
it with.
let me finish this.
Pineapple juice.
Oh, we got some more pina. Okay.
Yeah, just a little bit. And I told your mommy she could
I'm
have
ready.
some too. Oh, can you pass it, please?
That was just a shot.
Thanks, G. Love you.
So, but yes, I'm very open for. I'm a lovey person. I wanna love. I wanna shower my man with the world.
But he gotta handle you too.
I miss cuddling.
We went out
Yes, I am.
You know, the energy
Wait a
is
minute.
strong, baby.
Wait a
You gotta
minute.
handle that. If you come out with me, you gotta handle that.
Love it, babe.
You can't-
But they would be because
you
that
said
energy
you gotta be able
was
to handle
yeah.
Y'all gotta go out with them.
Yes.
See,
You-
look,
But that
look.
energy
And we gotta
Hold on.
preface something.
We
I'm an
got
auntie.
rules.
I need seats. Like I don't know if I can do
it's
all that.
fine. I'm
Oh, but you seem like you be at them spots where
You
they don't
look
have
like
chairs,
they have
Jerry.
no chairs.
No, they have chairs.
Every time I see you out, I don't see no seats, Jerry.
But that's me. I'm
see
on the
where I
dance
be at?
floor.
Huh?
I be at home.
So they got chairs. You just don't be in the chairs.
No, I'm gonna sit on the chair. I'm gonna
I
sit
need
to the bar,
chairs.
but
I'm
I'm
gonna
be
get
on
up,
the
do
dance
my
floor,
little dance,
mixing
and sit
in.
right back down. That's
Yeah.
it.
Hold on, the
Mm-mm.
real question, because I'm getting older. What time do you leave?
Oh,
to
come
go
on. That's the
outside?
point too. That's the point.
Child, ask him how long his showers are.
What time do you leave to go outside?
It depends on where we're going.
Okay, just
It depends on how long the shower
what's
is.
the average?
9:45, 10.
I'm in
Oh
bed.
nope.
I be in bed.
I'm not
We
going.
like to leave no later than 7, 8 o'clock.
Our
Jerry.
favorite events are at
5, 6.
mix events at the art museum.
6 to 9.
be home by
6
10.
to 9 is
Yeah, and you be
prime
home
time.
by
I don't get off work
We
until
mocha
5.
and-
Invite me. I'm
Yeah.
gonna
We love
No,
those. So we go to
But so I love
no.
events
No,
like
It's not
that.
at Mocha. It's at the Cleveland
Viva
Museum of
Art
Art.
Museum.
Let me
Very-
be
But I
clear
love
about
those.
that.
The mixers,
Oh, yeah.
they had the
Yeah,
DJs
it ain't
on.
no
I've been
Mocha.
to one. I love stuff like that. But for those, I'm always down for it. But I'm just trying this in this aspect. This just a random.
This Marshalls?
This just a random kick it. I would say stuff like that. That's planned ahead of time. I would just make my schedule accordingly so I can go through those because I don't get off work
But
until 5 o'clock.
even when we
So-
are like, we want to go outside tonight, we still are trying to leave the house by 8, 9 o'clock. Because anything after that, I'm like, oh look, the bra came off.
I can roll my feet together.
Oh,
Come on,
I'm
now.
fine. Look,
Right.
I'm fine with going out at 8, 9 o'clock. Also, depending on, I'm more of a. It depends on who I'm going out with.
Okay.
So usually, if we going outside,
Yeah.
we on pregame. We going outside. We gonna hit our first spot. If we just go to one spot around 9, 10.
And a day party is my absolute favorite.
I love a day
I got
party.
all the energy.
Now,
so
day parties are my
I'm
favorite.
telling you.
I ain't going out
I'm
that
telling
night.
you.
Baby, a day party.
said what?
Let's no,
Day
cause
party done. I'm not going out that night.
no, cause I like to kick it.
What else do you need?
No, once it starts, I'll be like, okay, let's go.
So that was one of the things when we were in Ireland.
This is
that
good.
we got.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican rum is amazing.
Puerto Rican rum is amazing, and this is the cheap stuff. Like,
This- yep,
it
this is definitely
it
one of the
gets
cheaper
higher
ones.
quality, not the cheapest, but it's cheapish.
Okay.
But Puerto Rican rum is delicious. Yeah.
I'm not a diva.
That fan ain't seen.
I don't think you put it down yet. I love it.
Uncle Fat said I'm a diva. I mean, I don't think I'm a diva. I'm
particular.
I don't even think I'm particular because I don't really.
She got asthma.
Particular is the actual word.
Who's talking about?
Yeah, I
He said
just.
why y'all like smoking. No, that's
I'm
not
me.
why
I
though.
have asthma.
That's not
I'm
why
me,
though.
and I think that's the thing that anybody that I will have to date. Not have to date anybody that I will date. They do, as Mara said, they got to be able to handle me because I'm me. I'm not gonna stop being me.
Have fun.
But I know how to keep me in check because
I like more juice to liquor.
Oh, it smells like rubbing alcohol. I'll have to wait.
I know how to handle and conduct myself because a lot of my peers. This goes back to the question what y'all said about it being hard for us to date. Mm-hmm. A lot of my peers and black men, they don't even have relationship experience.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, is it because they were closeted or?
It's because they're whores.
Because of that? No, it's because
That's what you said. You said
no, it's because of that. It's because they're whores,
Hookups.
but it's also because black men in my age, we came from a world and time where it wasn't okay for us to even be out if we were.
Right.
We can't go out on dates in public and kiss people and hug and all that. It does.
Right.
Because we at the ice cream shop, you just can't just meet somebody because it's always the stigma there.
Yep.
It's always I'm afraid, like,
right? Are you being predatory? Right.
I
hate that. I hate that.
And
it makes it harder for me in an aspect because I already have 10 plus years of relationship experience. I know what it feels like to date. I know what it feels like to do this. I notice red flags sooner. I'm not wasting my time with somebody who has never been in a relationship before. I don't care how amazing you are. I don't want to be somebody's first experience.
So I will say to that also, though, I know a lot of couples who were each other's first, but they were willing to grow and develop together and make it work. And from the
these gay men
specifically. But the issue is with men as a social construct, there is not a lot of room or space before recently for emotional development. There's been no EQ development.
Yeah, or so just emotional intelligence.
Two people who are not great at EQ trying to figure out how to love each other, and then it doesn't work. Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
And so that's why you got people who are like, we've been dating for 2 years and we're not sure if we're official.
Crazy
because of stuff like that.
And it go down.
Never.
Could you imagine that with two women? Could you even imagine that?
Lesbian time is on some other Star Trek shit.
I was just telling my mom how like me and my mom me and my mom we were talking about hold on. Me and my mom was talking about how disrespectful it was for Sierra to say what she said to Jim Jones. Sierra, the singer Sierra.
What did she say? How do
because we didn't bring it up last week. So at the BET Awards, Sierra.
Ooh, tell me the tea.
We talking about Sierra. That's with Russell Wilson.
1-2-Step Sierra. Russell Wilson Sierra.
Oh God.
So she said to Jim Jones, "Hey, when you gonna marry Chrissy?"
Oh.
And I just found that to be so disrespectful. Speaking on lesbian terms, this is literally the conversation that I was just having with my mother before everybody got here. I'm like, I can see somebody asking me and my woman that. Why haven't we got married yet? We've been together for 7 years.
Yeah.
We've literally done everything we can ever do except the obvious.
Yeah.
But I can see somebody asking us that because we're lesbians, and that's not fair. I don't like that.
So I will say also, I follow a few of those like healthy relationship dating people, and they have very specific timelines on hetero relationships.
Yeah, I remember
and
them.
lesbian relationships are already kind of expedited because we are able to feed into the emotional and chemical need of each other.
Fuck that.
But I will say also, you've got a couple things going against you. You're an only child. 7 years.
Oh, she about to read you, babe. She about to read you, babe. She about to read you.
She doing something.
All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, you look like you're
I'm listening.
Okay.
She reads body language, so if you don't want it, she does.
Body language?
Yeah.
What I do?
You shifted
expression.
in your facial expression.
Uh-huh.
Well, I can't help my face.
I know, but that's how I read people, so you're good. If you want me to keep going, I can.
No, you can.
Okay. So 7 years in a relationship, even if we're talking about heteros, is a very long time.
You're correct,
Someone
Uncle Facts.
knows if that is their person by year 2 or 3.
Is that your
Yes. Yeah. Just keep going. Try to ignore it. Try to ignore it. She's watching in there, and it's a delay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So, you know if that's your person by year 2 or year 3, right? And then after that, it's a matter of execution. Of do you want them to propose to you? Do you want to be proposed to? That's traditionally in like hetero.
Which I've always
the
said
guy.
what?
I
You-
know
you wanna be
wanna
proposed
to. My friends know.
I heard you say it. You want to be proposed to.
But
You know.
I've never been on the show
Even
when you
you
talked
know.
about this. So my question is, have you ever told her that?
yeah.
Black and white.
And what did she
Okay.
say though? Like what happened? Sorry,
She-
Mom. I'm not good at that. She like, woo.
It's the preach in the background.
I mean, I
What
don't
did she
know.
say?
What?
No,
I mean,
so
No,
it's-
come
so
on,
you do
love. You
know.
know what she
No.
said or didn't say.
honestly.
Is it?
Sorry, Mom. I'm just gonna come out here. And say
Oh,
it.
okay. It was one of those. Got you.
It's
Okay.
one of them. Like that's the thing. My girl has asked me. She's asked me several times. She was like, "Do we have to wait until both of our mothers are passed away to get married?" Like she's asked me that
Okay.
because I think we both know that neither one of our mothers are gonna be there.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think that's the thing.
Okay.
So I'm a little weirded out to get married to her.
Yeah.
And my mother, living and breathing well, she already said she ain't gonna be there.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's number one.
And that's hard. My mom's.
That's
not coming.
hard for me to swallow.
My mom's not coming to mind.
Exactly.
She's made it
You see what I
very
mean?
clear.
And so and it shouldn't stop us.
No, it shouldn't.
But she has her own things going on as well.
Yeah,
And
and that's
so
real.
we are on the same page. Don't get me wrong. I still know that this is the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with.
Right, and you can do that with or without the marriage.
Right.
Thank you. I don't need.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't
So-
need all this shit.
I don't need a contract.
So I will say to that though, if y'all are on the same page and y'all are equally yoked, not everyone is meant to do marriage. Not everyone is meant to have the process, the procedure of it, whatever, right? But I've heard you say several times when people ask you about it, it irritates your spirit. It bothers you. So obviously there is something there.
Yeah,
with
you
it.
still want it, and
You still want
and don't
it.
forget, like you have your bio family, but you also have your chosen family. You can still have a fantastic day, and your mom's
that
right
I
there.
know.
You know,
Yeah.
That I know.
yeah. Just don't let that get in the
And
way.
there's never going to be a perfect time. So
We also
once-
talked about
Yeah.
not even doing a whole wedding thing. We
Going
talked about
downtown.
eloping. Just y'all
Yes.
find out when
Go
y'all
to the
find out.
Amalfi
Like
Coast.
fuck
Go-
y'all.
go live your life,
that's,
man.
Yeah,
This is y'all's
and that's why I'm like, okay, but still, like you just said, I still kind of want
Right.
some things.
Right.
That's all.
Right.
But you know,
You want family involved?
whose family?
Me?
No,
But
no. I'm
I just
going
want
off.
you to. I just want y'all to do it.
No,
One
and
day,
that's-
G.
and
One
that's-
day you'll get
and
married.
that's the thing is when you are ready, you'll get married. There is a realistic timeline, and then there's people's individual timelines. You also have to think relationships have their ebbs and flows, right? So you get the 7-year itch when you're starting to look at other people's grass. Is that something I want to
That's
water?
real.
You
That's
know,
real.
there's the 3-year.
It's a 5-year.
5, 7, 9.
I don't know
12.
nothing about after that.
I think it's 3 or 5, 7, and 12. So there's ebbs and flows in relationships. So if you're always
yeah.
looking for it to be linear, it's not.
That's the
Never.
Scorpio
Oh, no,
talking. You're gonna
That's
meet
what I try to
someone
get them to
someday.
understand, and they've seen some of the dips.
Gladys says she don't think
what I'm
she's
saying.
meant to
Oh,
have
actually,
anyone. That's the Scorpio
I get
talking.
the dips.
Girl, I know the dips. I ask questions.
I get the dips. I don't get the marriage aspect because while I feel like I'm at that place where with my family, my mom is okay with it now. But growing up, she wasn't. My mom, you know, she
And
loves the Lord.
she's had time, right?
Yeah,
So like everyone
yeah.
knew I was gay, but my mother. I didn't come out until
No,
I got
everybody
with her.
around me knew. I was getting picked on at church by
for
adults
real?
when I was
Yeah.
a kid, talking about people saying I was gay. I'm just like, what are y'all
they're
talking
gonna look for
about? I don't even
anything
know
to say a boy is
what gay
effeminate.
is.
Well,
Yeah.
and then it's like
So-
if you're more masculine as a younger person, they'll catch
But
that. If you're more
they
feminine
hold
as a
more
younger
judgment
person,
to
yeah,
me.
Right. Why you
Yeah.
not wearing dresses?
But even to that to me, that'd be a joke because the way I handle shit, what nigga is more manlier than because what y'all deem him more manlier? A man is a man.
But they're surface level, so they'll never.
Yeah.
It's
So
only today that they can see it now. Where it's like, oh well, I didn't expect you to be that.
yes, but back to
Or,
what?
or like Laugh said, you should expect me to do this.
Yeah.
It's called scripting. So everybody, not stripping, scripts like theater scripts. So we have an idea in our minds that's called an unconscious bias of what we think groups of people should do, expectations in our relationships, even our day to day. And then we have the stuff that we can verbalize, right? So like we move in together and the guy who wrote the book is absolute trash, but he brings a good point. It's the Love Languages books. He has a book called...
I didn't know he was trash.
Oh, he's absolute trash. He's part of the like conservative Christian people.
Okay.
But
he
the
gives
book,
great
trash.
advice.
That actually trash.
Yeah,
Look,
but the
great
book-
advice is great advice.
but the book has good thinking and talking points. So one of the books he also wrote was called Things I Wish I Knew Before I Got Married. And there was a chapter called Who Cleans the Toilet? So this couple moves in together, they got married, and they never discussed chores. So it's like week 2, week 3, week 4. The bathroom's nasty at this point. And so one person brings it up, and then the other person's like, I grew up that my dad didn't clean the bathroom. My mom always did. And then the girl is like, well, I grew up and my dad cleaned the bathroom. My mom never did. And so all of a sudden it wasn't like they intentionally sought out to not clean the bathroom. They just grew up seeing it a certain way.
Right.
So we have to think about how TV, our friends, our family, what we, romanticize and
Growing
that's how it
up,
plays up in the things.
I cleaned both bathrooms because that was my job in this household as an only child.
Yeah.
I washed all the dishes. I cleaned everything.
Yeah.
That was my
I know
job.
how that feels.
My
Not
stepdad's
as an
job
only child though, but
as an only child. My stepdad's job was to do everything outside, meaning cut the grass, edge it up, blah, blah, blah.
paint. All
It
that
might
kind of
take
stuff.
him all goddamn Saturday because he's drinking
Right,
beers,
right.
but that's part of it. I seen that. My mom, she gonna work 2, 3
great
jobs,
advice,
and she gonna
Carla.
still cook. And when I see that, it's hard for me to get with a woman who lays around. It's hard for me to see when there's not a decorative aspect in your motherfucking body. You don't even want to buy a new set of rugs in this bathroom.
First of
What
all,
is wrong with you?
the
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You were raised by HGTV, okay? This is not an
I
expectation
mean, look at this
for
place, man.
the way I walked in here and said I
This
feel
could be
that
on
about
MTV
my
Cribs
home.
right now. Come on
This
now.
home is immaculate.
Come
on
This
now.
is not the expectation
Friend.
to have for anybody.
No.
As long as a home is comfortable.
When I moved out,
No.
That's her normal though.
Yeah, but this
and I'm gonna continue.
Period.
When I moved out and I moved to my own apartment, what it looked like.
Nice.
Okay.
Immaculate.
So-
Clean,
I kept it
crisp.
up. I
Okay.
will keep my shit up. When I
Okay.
moved to the house, it's a little bit motherfucking different.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with somebody who does not prioritize the things that I prioritize.
right.
So
and
there
that
are
is
some couples that
complicated.
live in separate dwellings. Have you guys considered that?
What I considered is
or separate bedrooms or something like that.
I don't have no problem with her. Honestly,
But you have a problem with the clean,
hold on.
right?
7 years in, I'm used to it now.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that's my thing. I finally got over it. Do
Yeah.
I even complain anymore? And he knows I used to complain. I used to
Yeah.
complain every motherfucking day because I'm like, she did blah blah blah. I just cleaned this bathroom. Here she is. Her makeup is in this bitch. Her hair is in this bitch. I hate all this shit. I don't have to deal with this shit. I'm natural. I brush my shit up. If there's hair on the floor, I'm sweeping it up
Right.
and vacuuming, and I'm done. Like this, it takes nothing. It's nothing. And then here we are.
I love you, babe.
It's cool.
I'm gonna spare you today, but I love you.
This is what she goes back to
It's
when
fine.
she said
No,
the
it's
only
just-
child
just-
aspect.
It's not an only
I got you,
child.
baby.
Yes,
Why
it
can't
is.
she clean up after herself?
So
She
then
may not- I-
So that's okay. So then that comes into the expectations, silent and unspoken, like spoken and unspoken. So to her, she may feel like she is doing the best she can. Right, and you're laughing, but that's because that's how you see it. It's just differences.
No. Hold on. Let me put it in my, because I grew up in a household. I grew up in a household like you, with a mom like you, right?
Somebody help me, cause
down. So when I started living with ex-bae, I wasn't expecting to clean no toilets,
everything under the fucking sun.
I knew how to cook. Like when I lived on my own, I did all those things for myself because I knew how to do them. But when I'm living with somebody,
you thought that
I work and I get money and I'm paying all the bills. I'm expecting even now in the house with my mom and my sister, they make fun of me for not cooking or not cleaning up. But when we grew up together, I wasn't doing none of the cooking in the house. And the only cleaning I was doing was whatever my mom asked me to do and taking out the trash. So no, I would be if I'm in a relationship. Bitch, why you ain't clean?
No. I think I'm just talking about simple shit.
Yeah,
you take something out the cupboard.
I get that.
You should do it. If you're not doing it, I should.
It's not even that.
That's a conversation.
That's the other thing. I don't mind doing it. When we first moved in, we actually had our first argument in the house was about how I kept doing all the chores because I'm like, well, you ain't hop on them yet. Like, what the fuck? Like, what you want me to do? Wait until you.
Look, you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, communicate however you can.
Not for us, but for our kiddo. Yeah. Just because
that's what I have.
Every day is a
we got a bill chart. She responsible for the groceries. I'm responsible for the paper, the toilet paper, the paper towels, all the shit she be using. My God, like she be using a lot of shit.
Communication.
Yeah, right.
No, yeah. My God, please.
That's right.
Always go back to communication.
Right. Communication is not easy. So like I had financial
I have a thing on the thing. I'm like, I write everything that we need on the thing.
And when I tell you healing, I thought I was cool, and then getting with her really put a spotlight on all the stuff I hadn't healed from. And then she is very much someone who is goal oriented. Like, let's be transparent, let's talk. And then transparency got me in trouble in my last relationship. So I had a constant fear of not just shame, because shame was fine. Yeah. Guilt, feeling like this was something simple I should just know how to do. Or, like I remember the first time she gave me her card. She was like, yeah, go to the store, go buy this. I came back with the receipt. I was so stressed.
That move, they hate that shit.
What?
Wait, what?
She was uncomfortable with it, but that's because of her financial trauma.
With it. Yes.
Yeah.
I know that, but I had financial
she was I'm like, I don't need to see the receipt.
We're
good.
Yeah. Oh my God, they don't know how to do that.
Sorry.
It's so weird. I'm like, well, you said that you only gonna get blah blah blah. Like, I trust you, and even if you do get, I'm like, the money's there. Like,
no, I was so
and I'm gonna see the bill anyway.
Yeah, I was
fine. Like, can you relax? Go and get what we need.
No, I was so used to someone being so toxic and mean and spiteful when it came to money. And that's just surface level. So then we get into, what are your bills? What are the house bills? What are your personal bills? What
I remember when we did that before we moved in. She asked me all my bills. I ain't never asked none of hers because she ain't had none. She was I'm serious. She was
living with fam or something.
No, she was a traveling nurse. So she ain't had no fucking bills. I had to do everything myself. I had to go find the house. It's my credit this shit is going off of. Like, what are we talking about? I did everything that I should be fucking doing. And then you want to argue with me about who's washing the dishes first? They're here. On top of that, these my dishes. I brought these motherfuckers up. Yo,
get a dishwasher.
We gotta stop.
Get a dishwasher.
We gotta stop.
Get a dishwasher. That's why I want a dishwasher.
We gotta stop what? We gotta stop what?
What did you bring to the house?
Oh, okay.
So I will say this: when it comes to chores, I'm neurospicy. So what I focus on and what I don't focus on changes day to day. Okay. The first time when she came over to my house in Columbus, when I lived in Columbus, I also don't see very well. So I was sweeping, thought I was done sweeping. She picked up the broom and was like, "Sweep it again." I said, "Why are you sweeping?" I just swept. She's like, "Oh, there's
It
just
looked
a
like
couple little
it needed to be
spots here."
swept.
Right.
Yeah.
She was
I was
offended.
pissed.
Man.
I was ready to scrap. I was like,
Yeah.
I was ready to be like, "Get out of my house."
You hear
We're
that?
fighting.
Oh, I didn't
right?
know you was ready to kick me out,
No,
man.
I'm being dramatic.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn.
No.
Listen.
Okay, I
That
love
was
you.
that
I love you
then.
too.
Y'all are somewhere new anyway.
Man, we're 5 years in, man. This
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
No,
and so
it happens.
yeah, and so like that, I was so hurt, and then I was like,
And it's
"Girl,
like,
you
why?
can't see." I was like, "If she can see, let her see."
Right.
So now I'll sweep.
That's the
I'll
hyper independence, though,
vacuum,
sissy.
and then-
Oh my God,
yeah.
That's
the independent women.
hyper-independence.
The independent women. See, that's, I feel like I keep saying that's
You're
the,
an independent woman, also. You know that.
you
right?
goddamn motherfucking right.
I can change the propane in the outlook.
Oh,
But
I love
you can be hyper independent and still recognize it as somebody else. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. You know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, because there are things that I'll
But
be
when
like,
somebody steps in and try to do for me, I'm gonna let them do it.
Yeah.
because y'all, no, first
You know,
of all,
I like
y'all
the
are
princess.
both princesses.
I love the princess
I'm a-
treatment. I love it.
Did you see how
Love
the
it now. I saw it.
No, y'all
you see the
are both-
ballerina toe?
You can be hyper independent and then also recognize
That's
that you're a
right.
princess.
At home, you take the shield off.
I like to
That's
be called
right.
being. I like to
I
be
drop
say
it.
I'm a gentle
Yes.
lady. I'm
Yes.
a
And
young
this is
man.
the
For
only
the
place
right
that I do
person.
drop
For the right
it.
person.
There
That's
it
true.
is.
You got to be safe.
Because
That's true.
now
That's
That's true.
this is me. This is me. Like you met me at this other stage.
Oh, lady
for-
poet in the chat.
What's up, T?
Look at you popping out.
What's up, T?
Like she met me as this hard wall of whatever the fuck, and I'm like, I'm sorry if you thought that this is what she was getting, but it's not.
Yeah.
But 7 years there, and I know she knows now. Like this is
Yeah.
this
But
is
she
it.
should love to see that you soften. Like that should be a good thing. That's a good sign.
Well,
What's up?
I feel like at the beginning, I think she struggled. She struggled at first, knowing that she's clearly the man in our relationship. She
I'm
is.
the pappy.
There you go.
Calm down. Let's calm down.
There you go.
Listen, all my neighbors wish me happy Father's Day.
I'm passenger princess. I'm all the princesses. Okay.
Thank y'all.
But at the end of the day, she's still gonna make like we have our balances. We have our
Yes,
checks and
the-
balances.
Yeah, and that's how we are. Like,
Yeah.
Come on, checks and balances.
when it comes to the airport,
Oh, yeah.
I am a complete blonde. My brain is shut off. I have no idea what's
I'm
going
not a
on.
blonde, but I let her do what
No,
she do.
I
I think I just let her
Yeah.
do
No,
because
I
have
I don't
all the
want to. I
details
don't
for
even
the
want to.
booking.
Somebody up
I
there
don't want to go against
her.
her.
But
that.
I pack all the luggage.
Yeah, I was gonna
toiletries.
say, and she packs
My
the
girl-
luggage incredibly.
No, I'm in charge
Yep.
of the toiletries,
It's
but
balanced.
she's in
It's
charge of
balanced.
all the clothes. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Really?
I
Wait,
pull out-
you're okay with her picking your outfits?
Not picking my outfits.
Oh,
I pick
okay.
them
I'm
out,
like, wow.
but she gonna
That's some
pack them.
trust.
But
Yeah.
I'm in
Yeah,
charge
I pack
of the
them.
toiletries.
Yeah.
All the toiletries that we will ever need is right in these two little
Yeah.
travel bags,
Yeah.
and I'm
she
really good at that.
The things that expand
I have-
all these little
I have
compartments.
the-
Yeah, I bought
She
her
got
all
it
that shit.
together.
I bought
She
her
got
all
it
that shit.
together.
The new travel hack we have right now is our carry-on, but then you know how you get like a purse?
Yeah.
We got
It's a
travel
small duffel bag.
and it slides
Fits
on top
right under.
of your
TSA
thing.
approved.
TSA
It's beautiful.
approved, and then you put your
Put all
wallet
your
and
shoes
purse
and
in
all
there.
that.
Yep.
Yep.
Carry on, carry on.
Yeah,
telling
that's
you.
literally how we do it because
Yeah.
we don't like checking bags, so they be breaking stuff. They broke
I
my
swear.
last
Oh my
luggage.
God.
They are so
search them.
disrespectful.
So
Yeah.
you'll get randomly picked.
Yep.
And they'll search
I was
your bag.
randomly picked
I pack
once.
My shit. I wear my shit. I know my shit.
Wait,
But
they searched your bag?
They searched my
you
bag.
know they'll pick.
With you there?
It's
No.
a lottery. No.
No.
Oh, no,
You
man.
get something
You'll
to the
open your
bag.
bag and you'll see a note like TSA checked your bag.
Oh, no, man.
Wow.
And my
No,
soap, thank
no
God I
shit.
had the Ziploc bags and all my soap was in the Ziploc bags. Otherwise, my shit would have been all across
They
my
check
motherfucking
random bags.
clothes.
So I have a lock on my suitcase. What
Yeah.
would they like break my
But they wouldn't
shit?
check
They will
it.
break
It's
it.
random.
Man, don't say
okay.
that.
Not
They'll
Don't
break
say
real part
that.
We have a
breaking.
lock
break
on
it.
ours.
If it's your bag, if they want to break it, they will break it.
That's crazy.
No.
They'll cut it
We
right on
try
open.
not to
Sound off
check
about
our
the-
bags.
I just got hot thinking about that. That's crazy.
Because the way, yeah. Well, they actually tried to replace my bag, but I keep forgetting.
That's the spicy, baby. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Because they give you too many options of like, please pick which bag you want us to like send you. And then I start looking at reviews, and then the 7
They
days
got a
are up.
filter on it.
No, that's the
About to
issue.
say, how low? What's
I
that?
be ready to like filter things.
Right.
I
Yeah.
need to look at reviews, all that
For
stuff.
sizes,
Yeah.
color,
But
all types of things.
back to the chore thing or whatever. Nowadays, like I like to clean ish. I have like certain routines I do. But like recently, I think it was this week, she was like, there are 3 hot spots in the kitchen that you keep not noticing. I need you to wipe this, behind the sink in the kitchen. And I think it was something else, but I didn't even realize they were dirty because I couldn't see it. And so when I looked, I was like, oh, this is got some splash marks. Let me wipe it down. But like 4 years ago,
You would have been offended.
I would have been very offended.
Yeah.
So it's just, I'm
just waiting on her to get to that.
That's gross.
To that point. Oh, very much so.
Knowing your person.
Yeah.
No,
And
she
I
need
love
therapy.
how
Trusting
we did
your
the hard
My girl
communication
need therapy.
first
I'm not
instead of
gonna lie.
like
very hard
being those
communication.
people who just let things go by the wayside and
You gotta
and
have the
avoiding
tough
them. We have the
conversations.
tough
Very
conversations
tough
You have
first,
to have
and
the
now
tough
everything's
conversations.
easy. We know we're on each other's sides. We're not enemies. We can have those hard conversations, and they don't feel hard. It's really nice.
Well, once you start having them, like you said early on, eventually they don't be hard conversations
It don't even
anymore.
feel
Everything
like it,
feel
right.
easy because
Right.
we've done already been through the shit.
So we have the 1 through 10 rule. So when we're super pissed off and we're ready to tussle, you have to decide if the fight is over a 5. Anything over a 5 means that it's big enough where you would want to contemplate separating or taking a break. Anything under a 5 is then a conversation of, I'm bothered by this, but I want to still have open communication.
Honestly, I just want my girl to do what I tell her to do. I ain't gonna lie. But she ain't. She ain't, because she older and she ain't gonna do what I tell her to do. That's just all it is. That's all that
I'm
is.
glad we don't have anything.
And it's not like I tell her to
Life would
do
be so simple.
anything. Life would be so simple if you just did what I told you to do, or asked you to
Bored
do.
out of my damn mind
or-
if she did everything I told you to do.
Oh my
Y'all
God,
are too-
I would be
y'all
happy
are
as fuck
y'all
if
are-
she would just
y'all
do what I told her to
compatibility
do.
are different, so maybe
Yeah,
But wouldn't you be bored if she did everything you
no,
wanted?
I'm never bored. I have 8 million things to do.
No,
Yeah.
but I'm saying if she's doing every single thing you wanted her to do, without
That means I
question,
ain't got to do it. Shit,
So acts of service is your love language.
Oh,
Hands down,
yeah.
right?
So there's what is it? There's acts of service. There's quality time,
Words of affirmation.
words of affirmation,
Physical touch.
and gifts.
yeah.
Uh-oh.
See, they know
They
me.
just written down.
They know me.
What?
Words of affirmation is
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
Okay,
the-
I couldn't tell
at
by Jerry's face,
number
so.
one.
you're smirking.
That's
so I
number
couldn't
1.
tell.
Because he
Well,
know.
I was
He
talking about the
know.
first one because she can say it all she like, but no, I want things. I like things. Buy me things. Do things.
Oh, she
for
likes
me.
gifts.
She does.
Oh, okay.
So-
Wait, do things for me or she likes gifts?
Both.
All of it.
No, so
okay.
they're different. So usually you have 1 or 2 that are tied, and then you have like a stair.
So
But
acts
don't
of
buy me
service and
nothing if
gifts.
it's the wrong shit.
okay.
So acts
You
of
might as well
service
just
and
do
words of
for me.
affirmation.
Words of
The word
affirmation.
Gotcha.
affirmation is the one.
Number 1.
But I'm hearing acts of service constantly.
That's
is
what I'm hearing.
But she wanted the service, but I need you to appreciate the act of the service with the affirmation.
Yeah. So it
Maybe.
sounds like yours
Those
is
are up there.
definitely words, action, and then gifts.
Whatever else. Yeah.
So which is funny because like we laugh and we'll say quality time. She loves quality time.
What's your
And-
quality time?
Okay. So I love parallel play, being the spicy that I am. So to me, us
Wait,
spending time
what is
together.
parallel play?
Oh, I
Oh,
love
like
parallel
we're just
play.
in the same room, but we doing our own thing.
Oh, that's what that is? I absolutely love that.
Don't bother me. I'm over here on the couch.
I didn't know that had a name.
That's
what I was
parallel
gonna
play.
say.
Parallel play.
I love parallel
Come on,
play. And then she'll be like, spend time with me. And I'm like,
I already did.
oh, we've done that. I don't know what you need. And then I can cuddle wrong. So I think we're cuddling. And she's like,
So let me
I need your face
Let me
closer
say
to me.
this because okay, maybe I'm in the wrong.
okay.
She's in school right now, right?
Again?
And she
I thought she was a nurse.
yes,
Okay.
but she's finishing her nurse.
Yeah.
She's an LPN, but she's going for an RN right now.
Oh, fire.
So she's in school right now, and then she'll be like, "Oh, I got to do my homework." I'm checking out. I'm going downstairs. I'm getting on the phone with them. We gonna play video games. Blah blah blah. That's go do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? But I think maybe she probably wants that parallel play
You gotta
thing
ask
that
her.
you just. Like she wants me to sit there while she's doing her homework. We put on a show that we watch together, and whatever.
Sure.
I think maybe that's what she wants, but I'm not exactly sure.
Treat me like the boys.
What kind of you got? The
No, hold a controller.
13.
Is it a C or a iPhone thingy?
It's a C.
Okay. It's not on me, but I
Hold on.
Oh no, because the C's do everything now. So yeah.
The C's are the Androids now.
Yeah. So I appreciate all the relationship talk. I'm tired of talking about it. I'm just going to be honest with y'all. And we haven't talked about enough stuff on the docket for me, especially with us being an hour and 45 in. So first things first. That's not it, RIPs. Because we didn't even do RIPs.
Old school one. I didn't even realize it.
RIP. Don't you have to put a drink out to them?
No, I'm not doing
they
that.
said they're not wasting anything.
So who the leader of the Beach Boys died. I don't know who he is. Brian Wilson. Mm-hmm. R.I.P. to him. An MTV legend died. Amanda Lewis. She died from breast cancer. So
say breast again.
Breast.
That's not how you said it. You said breast cancer. Sounded like a visiting pastor. Breast cancer.
That's his voice.
I probably did. I probably did.
You gotta do the towel as you do it and be like, she had breast cancer. Lord,
Yeah.
Come on, Pastor Jer. I did
with the holy
remember
water.
her, but then I saw the clip of her walking with Aaliyah on at an MTV Awards, and I instantly remembered that. And then I remembered that she would be on MTV talking, hosts and all that jazz. And then I also, after that, remembered that she was one of those individuals who wanted to do a holistic care.
I'm muting up.
When she told the world about breast cancer.
No.
Yeah, so
what is
RIP to her, but it's I'm not surprised that she dead from breast cancer when you didn't take no medicine to cure it, Of course it would keep spreading or it would take your life. You should already be eating your vegetables.
I can't get this mic any further away from me.
I know my body. How do you know your body when it's mutated in the inside
Elon
of it?
Musk's great grandmother killed her first husband because of that mindset. She invented chiropractic care in Canada and was like, I can heal you. He died.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just look.
Well, damn is right.
If a doctor who went to school for this shit say, "Hey, you're dying. If you do X, Y, and Z, it'll save your life, or could potentially save your life," and you be like, "I know my body.
Meal practice is real."
Okay, I don't have no.
So it's medical non-compliance.
Yeah, what? They're literally. They went to school for this. They live their life. They breathe this shit, and they telling you need to do X, Y, and Z, and for. I know my body.
Oh,
okay.
This lady.
Now you're dead.
I remember her.
R.I.P. to her.
She apparently, right before she passed, she said she wished she would have taken more medical advice.
I'm sure the fuck she did.
Right.
Hindsight.
I'm sure the fuck she did.
Oh gosh.
What's that one guy?
No, nobody. You don't know your body. How about that?
Yes.
What?
Dr. Umar.
He's not even a doctor.
He's the corn guy.
Don't do that. I love that man.
He said that.
God, you do.
I love Dr. Umar.
I thought he wasn't a real doctor. He went to school and got a
I don't
doctor.
know what he is. He right about half the shit that he be saying.
So he get to put doctor for his name?
That's a handle.
Damn.
You can be a handle.
Not with the doctorate. That is a board
ain't
certified something.
Lil ain't a degree.
He is the same person who literally said
All these honorary doctors.
women are not supposed to have menstrual
That was
cycles.
good.
It's because y'all eat corn. There's more pineapple juice though.
Huh?
That's what he said. He said corn is why everyone has cycles and it's not healthy.
And corn is man-made, right?
No, corn has been around since the North American indigenous people. It's a part of our diet.
Girl.
Wait,
Child,
corn
I had
gives
2
women's
cans of corn the other
cycles?
day.
He blamed it. He just needs
Like
to not.
menstrual cycles?
Yeah. He said that
Corn?
He said that
He said a
periods.
lot.
He said menstrual cycles are not normal.
Natural, normal.
Not natural.
Dr. Umar said that?
Yes.
Honey,
Send me
listen.
this. Because that ain't what I listen to. I ain't hear
This was
part.
from like during
So E did eat
pre-COVID.
the apple?
I don't fit into that madness.
Well, it wasn't an apple,
The apple.
supposedly.
I mean, that wouldn't have.
What was it, an asshole?
They just said it was fruit,
Never mind.
but you
All right.
also have to
It was
think.
She was licking the gooch. By the tree of
okay.
life, and
All
now
right,
women
all right.
have periods.
Tree of life.
Well, apples
That is a tree of. Never mind.
Can we move on?
The gooch is the tree of life?
No, not the gooch.
I'm with you when you're right.
I mean,
The shaft. Never mind.
yeah.
Yeah. See, now we're on to
From
something.
the Ruta.
To the tutor.
Uncomfortable as fuck.
Gooches are just hairy.
I'm sorry. All right.
What, a penis?
See, that's dumb.
I'm sorry.
No, the penile gland.
A penis is just an inside-out vagina.
Look, vaginas are beautiful also. I just don't want
It's a
anything to
form of
do with them.
Child, I
So.
seen some ugly ones. I ain't gonna lie.
They do. They be real ugly,
There's
but
some rooster lips, but
I done
think
seen
they
like
do
some
things.
oddly shaped penises, but overall, most of
Everybody
them
knows
are
they
very
the same.
beautiful.
What do you mean
Everybody knows
oddly
it.
shaped?
They be like thin or like small, curved, and maybe have a mushroom head. So it's like you got a lot going on, and some of this they don't add
I
up.
hope
You
you
know?
didn't touch it.
No.
That sounds like something they need to talk
It's like
to
a
a
mushroom.
physician about.
Well, they can't do anything about their penis.
That's
like your
what-
penis is.
But that sounds like
That's cauliflower.
No, but you can have no cauliflower, but no, it's some what I mean is mushroom like
Y'all are making
some
the guests
heads are bigger
uncomfortable.
than others. Some the shaft part of it, some are smaller
This
than
is
others.
why
So
Queen Key and TLP don't watch motherfucking Big Mouth now.
the curve
This
is
too much
different
dick
on
talk.
others than some others.
It
So
makes
it
her
may be of a
uncomfortable.
more of extreme curve, but it's kind of small and they got a bigger. It's
Babe,
just
why are
you know.
you jiggling? Are you uncomfortable?
Let me just sit here, man, because I only, yeah.
Don't be
I'm trying to get-
uncomfortable.
I'm trying
Don't
to
be
get them off
uncomfortable.
it.
But
You mean call it a pee-pee?
continuing on with RIPs, this was a big one. RIP to the over 200 people who died in a plane crash.
I heard about that.
Plane.
This
fell
was
out the
India,
sky.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
India
Yeah.
Air.
Yeah.
I believe it was called.
Yep.
They are saying they may have heard like a explosion or something, loud noise,
Wow.
something
Did
like
they
that
find the
go
black
off.
box yet?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I was looking at.
One survivor.
Shout out to 11A.
Shout out to
What if
11A.
they got that, y'all seen that show Manifest? What if they got those powers? I wonder.
We'll
Well,
see.
Manifest,
Because
they
Manifest
already
is
know
good.
Yeah.
And
Was
I
that
need
the
to go
show
back
where
and
they came
finish
back as
it.
aliens?
But
They
Manifest is-
disappeared and then they came back with like powers and stuff.
Yeah.
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 That's so Raven, but 200.
But at this point, if
She's such a
if
weird
you one of
person.
those people who pick a seat, clearly you need to pick 11A.
Come on now, that's a lucky seat. Gots to be.
Responsibility.
What if he gets Final Destination?
Oh, that's what that seat is.
11,
Yeah.
he escaped out the door.
Last flight I took, I was
He escaped out the
11B,
door. 11B
actually.
had to be the door seat because I mean, what you know?
Well, that would make sense that it was probably the safest seat on the plane
Next to the
because
window.
they say that this is the one you would have to.
save people.
Yeah, you're
Right.
supposed to save everybody.
Well,
So of course.
I'm the only
He
one.
saved himself. He saved somebody. Shit.
Well, look on this one. He said he woke up and everybody around him was dead. So, and it kind of happened as soon as they kind of took off.
Save people.
No, that's
You
the
lost
adrenaline,
blood.
baby.
They did their bodies
That's
in
the
10 seconds.
adrenaline.
They was just drunk.
They liquid.
That's that
Yeah.
adrenaline.
You ever seen a crackhead
Exit
bend
row.
backwards?
That's what. So he was in an exit row.
They just,
Okay,
they just curve
okay.
back.
Wow.
Their spines get liquidy when crackheads lean.
Who else you got?
Wait, what?
No,
Oh, that's all. Oh no, because you sent it. The gentleman from Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch. Yeah,
I
he
don't
died.
know his name,
Which one?
and I'm not about to mess that gentleman's name
Somebody
up because I
died,
know
though?
it's
That's
extensive,
sad.
and he's like Hawaiian or something. I'm not
Oh,
about to do all
man.
that. I just
And it was a very long name.
Yeah.
A name that I can't even pronounce.
David Bell. We'll just skip the other names.
Ah, yeah,
Those
right.
are his ancestral
See?
islands.
Rest in peace, David.
okay.
David.
I have a thoughts and
So you know his
prayers.
slave name?
So with Islanders, they do it based off the islands that their family
I want
ties
the
are.
Islander name.
Okay.
No. Who's supposed to say
David.
that?
That's his name. Dave Bell is his slave name.
No,
That's his
Dave-
Hollywood name.
David is his name.
You say say it.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find a Hawaiian.
Nah, I gotta find it.
It's David
He ain't fine
Keely Kaniu Bell.
No.
Abracadabra.
Listen, this
Okay.
is why I quit at a
David
smoothie
Bell.
spot because I had to say names.
Well, R.I.P. to
I had
David
anxiety.
Bell. I'm bad. What were you gonna give a R.I.P. to?
I was gonna give a thoughts and prayers. I know some of y'all might not agree.
With thoughts and prayers?
Yes, this
Oh,
in
Lord.
particular thoughts and prayers.
Asia,
Hold on.
What?
Let her cook. Let her.
I have a feeling.
Yeah, it's him.
Why?
Who?
He
That man
overdosed.
is sick.
Who
overdosed.
R. Kelly.
Aw.
Wait, he died?
He overdosed, in prison.
Why does
He's alive,
Just trying to get
man.
out.
If
So
he's
why is this thoughts and prayers?
This is a hoax.
Kiera showed
This is
me
a
a
hoax.
picture of him.
Why are we doing
He's
thoughts
trying to
and
get out to
prayers?
touch more
Looks
children.
like-
I don't want nothing to do with that
He's trying to
man.
make music.
He looks like his face looks like a toddler.
He's trying to touch more
Like his
children,
eyes
and
are
they over here
little.
helping him.
I mean, that's what happened to Bill Cosby.
That's what they're trying to do, Asia. You want to give thoughts and prayers to the children
in a
that's going to
hospital
be hurt
right
by
now.
him.
Hold on. So
He's not dead.
He was walking.
is he still in the hospital?
He's
Like-
alive, Jerry.
He's in.
He's trying to get out.
He's
Last
like,
week,
ICU.
his lawyer was asking Trump for a
I
pardon.
know
This is a scheme. It's a
thoughts and
scheme.
prayers. I was
No.
really concerned.
Hell no.
I thought overdose. And
Don't
he
be
fine?
concerned. Be concerned for the children, Jerry.
said-
The children.
No, keep your fucking kids in the house.
Oh, my gosh.
Stop dropping them off at R. Kelly video shoots.
Natural selection.
Nah, look, I'm with her when she's right because
The hell? Keep your kids away from R.
Y'all
Kelly.
so problematic
everybody ain't as
sometimes.
Diana.
No, I'm just saying,
anyway.
like,
Baby, your child is not the next Viola Davis just because you think so.
No, I had a friend who's
That's my
whose
one and
niece
only.
was,
That's all I got, y'all. That's all
groomed
I
by
got.
him, and
R. Kelly?
yeah, out in his
Oh,
compound in
wow.
Florida. Yep, they were part of the documentary that was made about him.
Really?
Yeah, it was one of my old coworkers, and the fucked up thing about it was initially the conversation was, "Oh, I'm just gonna mentor you and help you bring you in." And then he slowly started having more and more
course that's
private
how it
time
happened.
with
That's-
them.
of course.
And so when she turned 18, because her parents were always there, but when she turned 18, the moment she turned 18, she said, dropped
Peace.
out of school and went to go live with him at his compound out there. And they did not see her or hear from her till she was like 24, 25. And she was out there the whole time.
And then she had the nerve to be on a documentary?
No, she did. The family was because they still were trying to get a hold of her after he got like put in jail and
Gotcha.
stuff like that. Yeah, it was a whole. It was fucked up. I did not know.
Look at that. When she chose it.
About to say, read that comment.
Don't pick the candy from the man.
They trying to unalive my boy. The nurse gave him too much medicine.
He paid the nurse.
You've been trying to escape from the moment.
Exactly.
Perfect way. You ain't get stabbed. Like somebody.
Of course.
Yep, and that's
the obvious
absolutely
way you
correct.
die.
Yep.
Get out of here.
Child, I don't even want to talk about that because
Me either.
Oh, what was the name of the guy from the drag race that died during the No Kings protests?
What? Somebody
Oh,
died?
wow.
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Yeah, so one of the designers from RuPaul's Drag Race, I don't know which season, but he was shot or hit by a car during the protest by...
The No King protest
Yeah.
that's been going on? Oh, that's sad.
Oh, this was
R.I.P.
the
to him.
one. I think I heard about that. I can't remember. It's somewhere on the West Coast, right?
Yeah, it was in California, I
Yeah,
believe.
somewhere over there.
Let's go back to R. Kelly though, because the nurse gave him too much medicine. I mean, that's possible.
No.
No, because
That's what's
people
being
make
They would have
mistakes
been
when it comes to
watching him
medicine,
like
but
You
like
a nurse, so you got stupid.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I'm with you. Maybe she probably
like,
purposely did it.
All right, well, hold on. Let me.
He paid-
Okay, let me. No. If I want to get out of jail, I would have went the Tory way, and the Tory way wasn't even what Tory even wanted to do to get out of jail. Right? He got stabbed the fuck up. Right? I'm not going to sit here and allow
Salt Lake.
a nurse to sit there and just give me an abundance of drugs to be like, oh, I overdosed. I need hospital. That's not something that I think that I can come out of, honestly.
But
That's-
well, and
That's the
then
better
there's-
calculated risk, though,
Yeah.
because there are
I would
trauma
take that over
protocols to deal with
stabbing.
medication.
If you know
talking
what you
about?
can do to avoid actually dying, I'm gonna take that over stabbing any day.
Like
Because the stabbing, it could be a
That's too much
situation.
violence.
You
Stab
would
me.
take the stabbing?
I would take the stabbing.
Oh, absolutely
You're
not.
insane. You really want to
Stab
die.
me in a place.
Knock me the
Yes.
fuck out.
If I'm setting it up, that's what I'm saying. If it's a set up, it's not gonna be near fucking death.
So the issue
It
with
wasn't
that,
a
I don't like
setup.
physical pain that much. I'm
the
good.
physical
Yeah.
pain,
Yeah.
and then what if the knife is a little longer than you expected? What if it nicks an artery? What if
They
don't?
sure did get to
like,
Epstein.
there's too many things that like could go wrong with the
It's
stabbing.
too many things that could have went wrong with this.
But
Well,
you-
it's,
She's a nurse.
She's a nurse.
She's a nurse. She may know exactly
She
what
was
to
on the
do.
dosage.
She's a nurse.
you can
Yeah.
reverse it by anti something.
Nurses lose
It's like
patience every day, B.
Just
They
like people got
lose-
getting stabbed
they
once
lose-
versus 11. Like, that's insane.
To me, that's the better
So
calculated
if you want to
risk.
get out of jail and you have to do some
Drug
life-threatening motherfucking
Yes.
shit, what are you choosing? You
I'm
choosing
going-
A heart attack.
an
Drugs.
abundance of drugs?
Yes.
Yes.
Near lethal.
Yes.
It says
Yes.
near
You on your own,
lethal.
love.
Yes.
Yes,
Near
the
lethal.
drugs.
Yes.
Near
The
lethal.
drugs.
is the clear
That's
word.
that-
Near. They knew exactly
Y'all
what
got
to
me
do.
fucked up.
That's why you
I
wanted them
don't
on
do
thoughts and
drugs.
prayers.
Let
He
me no.
survived. This man not even in the
No,
coma.
fuck that. Because Tori survived
Right,
too.
right.
Tori survived too, and he wasn't even
Oh, he
trying to
did.
get out. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's stop.
You picking up.
Let's stop.
Yeah, but he stabbed up.
Let me
19,
tell a story.
11 times.
No.
And he's still not free.
Let me tell a story. Let me tell a story. Before this couple moved,
Yeah, he trying to get out of jail too.
before this couple moved next door, there was another couple that lived there. This woman killed herself via near lethal drugs. Right?
There's so many different kinds of drugs.
Well, she was trying to, right?
You can OD on aspirin.
You can die on Tylenol. 500.
All facts. All facts.
What you mean? So
She was
one
trying
at a time. Let's start there.
Was she trying to commit suicide?
Yes.
Oh, so then yeah, she took as much as she could without
So
throwing up.
explain to me near lethal.
Okay, so when they're doing medication to body weight composition, when they're doing dosages of drugs, it could be as small as like a gram difference or a milligram difference.
I understand that.
So what I'm saying is,
I think what I'm saying, when it's near lethal, I feel like it's significantly more.
yeah. So
Okay.
So let's say the
I ain't
normal
got the
dose
toxicology
of
report,
aspirin
so.
is the normal dose for like someone going in pain is like 1,000 milligrams, right? A near lethal dose, let's say the maximum that the body can tolerate without dying is like 8,000.
Mm-hmm.
They would still consider near lethal 5,000. So it's pretty bad. Your kidneys are going to be affected, but you're not going to die.
But you can reverse. You
Yeah.
can fix that.
They were
it's
probably
harder.
near
It's
lethal
harder
in those times.
Like I said, he survived. It was a ploy.
It's harder to fix than an overdose.
The third supplement also claims that doctors informed Kelly he had blood clots in his lungs and legs that required surgery, but prison officials refused to let him undergo that procedure because it required a week of recovery.
So he had PE.
Folks get blood clots from medications every day.
So he had PE.
Now that's what
I
I
said,
don't
that
agree
is
with. That's
nothing
not
major.
okay.
I had pee. It is major because
It can kill
one
you.
more day
I know
and I
it
would have
can kill
died.
you.
So
Yeah.
one more
I'm
day.
not
I would've
okay
died.
with that. Like, that's not.
But that's this whole thing where people in prison are not people. And so that's a
Right,
different
they're
issue.
dehumanized. That's the
Yeah.
risk you took by touching them kids. It
This
is what
person
it
said
is.
he could die from this condition and they are letting it happen. There is no legitimate explanation for that.
Yeah. So then that's more not on the nurse that gave him the dose. It's more on he's got
Because in this
PE.
aspect, if they know that that's going on, the nurse might have been trying to help him. The only thing I can do to actually get you some help, because there is nurses that would do that
Yeah.
because they care about their
What are
job.
they
And just like, well, they're not
called?
letting me
White
adequately help you. Let me give you an
Angels of
extra
death or
couple of
something like
pills.
that?
It ain't gonna kill you. It may fuck you up, but it's
But
not
it's
going
gonna
to
be
kill
enough
you,
to get
and you'll be able to go
people's
to a
attention.
hospital and
Yeah.
probably get the
Take
help
your
that you
stats
really, really
away. It
need.
doesn't matter
Yeah.
because it happens every day. Stabbing overdoses happen every day in jail.
Yeah.
So why you?
But they gave
I think
him,
that's what I'm saying though.
So,
If it was
like,
him,
celebrity?
that's what I'm saying. If it was him, it wouldn't be this. Like he already had other things going on. I think
Kelly
that's
too old
my
to
only
get
thing.
stabbed.
That's all I'm saying. I don't think he set this up
Do we
to
treat
get out of
celebrities
jail.
for
But-
incidents that happen every day?
Kiara's makes that actually makes sense though. So, and you said it too. If the nurse was trying to be helpful, gave him the extra medication so that it became a bigger situation, because obviously they didn't care about.
They
the
didn't care.
PE,
Yeah.
But now he's had medication that is making him
To really get their
him really
attention,
sick.
so that he can
Now
get the
news is
attention that he
finding out,
needs.
and now
What
he
up,
gets to
David?
actually go to a hospital.
The nurse
That
should be
makes
fired.
sense.
No,
if I help you helping becomes illegal in that field.
Yeah.
Just because you need more.
Well,
don't mean
I guess so.
All the nurses.
Listen,
What
I
nurse
never-
in
I
prison
never
want
thought
to deal
anybody
with
should
those
die.
type people or care about their health?
I thought we
Most
said
of
hurt
them
people,
do. They
hurt
sign
people,
up for
and all
it.
the other bullshit.
That's your
Anyway,
I lost mine.
I'm loving that y'all love the box. So, it's actually our
Shout out to the
afterthoughts box. It has all of our hidden snacks in it that we try on afterthought. So shout out to our CEO, well, one of our CEOs, Miss G on the grind, who got it for us. She's that girl. She's that girl. She's that girl. That's why this is the HGTV house in the first place.
I mean, look at this fan.
So let's get into Tyler Perry. Have you guys saw Straw?
Yes.
Oh yes, very
Did you
good
guys,
movie.
Did you watch it, Mars?
No.
Oh,
Not yet.
okay. We'll try
Are
not
you
to
okay
spoil
with-
it for you.
Oh, I will spoil whatever I'm
Oh, no,
allowed
I'm
to.
gonna spoil it.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause he's not
You
gonna-
How
are?
did you guys feel about it?
Yeah, I can still see it.
I liked it. I love a mindfuck. Like I love that they surprised me like that at the end. Anytime a movie can do that, I appreciate it. So
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
He had help.
yeah, she did say that.
What do you mean in those aspects?
Because if you look at every single playwright and film he has made, he actually had help for this one. This is not his normal writing style.
I agree with that.
So that's good.
also.
And also the wigs were better.
They look,
Turn away from
because Tiana Taylor.
She was serving cunt the entire movie.
Man,
She was just
I
stomping
was just
around.
like,
Just
I don't think,
fine.
I feel like that was
Just
her real
fine.
hair because it looked so good.
It
But even
looked-
a stylist,
it was
if
feathered,
it was
it
a
looked
wig,
good.
I mean, she did sacred right after.
her hair looked,
Beyonce.
it
Yeah.
looked
The hair was
good.
hairy.
The
Her
hair was looked
very
really
good.
good. I will say, I mean, the ending was amazing, but we had two questions though that I didn't like.
What were your
Okay.
questions?
When did they tell the banker the extra information?
So I feel like they did it on the
What
phone.
extra information?
That remember she said she already knew that the child was dead. Remember that in the movie? Oh, I thought he said he was okay with the
I
spoilers.
thought we weren't doing spoilers.
Okay, I'm confused. Which one was we doing?
I'm cool with spoilers.
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay.
said he was fine with
Well,
it.
then my bad.
So when I heard that, I would assume it was either on the phone and they just didn't share it with us when they was on the
Right,
phone,
because that would have ruined it.
or because, like she said, you come in here almost every day. I see you with your daughter. Da 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 da. She was in a mental break kind of zone. Anyway,
Maybe
it could've
they have
already
a
been
Cleveland
communicated.
Remembrance page.
Yeah, like it could have been one of those things. One day you in here with your daughter, the next
And the
day
next
you
you're
not.
Yeah.
People talk.
Oh yeah, especially
Her
when
daughter
they were,
died. You know, that's
Pattern recognition.
yeah.
Yeah.
Human and
I didn't know people were tearing the movie down.
Oh yeah.
So
I didn't know that.
the issue with the
Oh,
movie
yeah.
is
Wow.
One
when
day
is
in.
he going
Like
to
the Lil Wayne album.
Wow.
Yeah.
When is he
Yeah,
going to stop
I heard that.
making
Just like
money?
that.
Like his thing is my family, my mom, my sister, everybody went through hard stuff. Great. But there was joy in the pain and the struggle that they experienced. Like everyone has been through something and we can all reflect on the positives. He has yet to make a positive movie without stressing everybody out.
He has TV shows that he does that.
Drama make money.
But those are drama shows. They're not just happy.
Come on now.
No, he
Reality TV. Why still here?
Hold on.
Y'all watch
But
that,
hold on, please.
Have
hold
your
on.
moment, Jerry.
Hold on, because I understand people saying that, but he legit has House of Pain for itself.
Wasn't that crackhead on there, though?
I don't care if it was a crackhead in the TV show, because crackheads
What's wrong
aren't
with
real
crackheads?
life.
No, I don't have a problem
Hold
with that.
on,
I'm
all
just saying that's
saying
an
is he has
example.
stuff where he showcases black people happy. We just don't want to watch it.
I don't watch it, so
He does have that as part of his
Was that the
his
Wayans
agenda, his
Brothers
company, whatever it is. Like he has those things. He does. They
watch
are out
anime
there.
cartoons.
His movies that we actively watch a lot, unfortunately, yes, they do come from a trauma place, but he does most of the writing himself, and most writers, they pull from stuff that they correlate or they relate to that they know.
All right, so how many times he gonna keep pulling from the same motherfucking?
yeah, that's people's critique.
As long as people
Right.
watch it, but it's not gonna stop being a thing. I don't think it's trauma porn. What I
It
wish
is trauma porn.
What I wish is that he would take the aspect and you can still do this and just put a man in place. That's all he really needs to do. I would have loved to
make
see
the man struggle.
I would have loved to see this movie from a single father's point of view.
That would have been nice.
Oh,
yeah.
like Daddy's Little
Daddy's
Girl.
Little Girl. I like that movie.
Like
that was a good movie.
That's literally what all he needs to do.
I was about to say, yeah.
Look, like he got Jay Browns. He
Idris Elba.
has stuff out
7
there
pounds,
that
right?
showcases us in love, happy, laughing.
It wasn't 7 pounds?
Still
Yeah,
some
that's 7
trauma.
pounds,
There's still some trauma. I just
7
want to
pounds?
see, like, so.
That's not real.
I introduced her.
That's not real.
It is, but
no,
it
it's
doesn't
not.
have
It's
to
not
be.
real to have
There
a TV show where you only.
But
Why
It's
is it
not
white
real.
people get to have that, but we can't?
They don't.
They do
I've never
have
watched.
that.
I've never watched a white.
drama of
I've
the
never
community.
seen
But
a
that's what
white
I'm saying.
person
I know
show.
black people who have lived in luxury their entire lives. I have known black people who've had 2-parent households their entire life. I've known ones that have literally their idea of struggle
They don't
is
know what
my
crack
mom
is.
didn't let me go to the dance this weekend because we had church. Like that was their struggle.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Not
subjective.
Normal struggles without all that heavy
With
shit.
the heavy shit. That's my issue. Yeah.
There ain't no slavery in the Tyler Perry
But I
movies.
still like the movie, Jared, at the end of the day. It
No,
was
but
good.
I just
It was
I,
good.
don't, I see both sides of it because it's
Same,
not
I
like
do
I was
too.
raised in the trenches, but I
And he's
had
speaking from
struggles.
his
I was
experience.
raised
Speak
with
it from
a
it as
single
long as you
mom. The
want,
struggles.
so,
I
whatever.
understand people being tired of seeing it, but these struggles that he's showcasing, this is shit that people are going through every single day.
No.
So I'm sorry
It's
you
not
may-
people, it's women.
women.
Black
Yes,
women.
if you want to.
We were it's I think that's the other thing. Don't single dad bullshit. No. We talking about what the women, the black women, the single mothers go through.
And they are, and they deserve to be. They deserve to be heard. Nobody else is making stories about single black moms.
And I ain't gonna watch it by nobody else. That's the other thing. I wish still Steven Spielberg would.
Like he
But
found
you see what I'm
his
saying?
niche.
I don't even
for
want
sure,
Spike
for
Lee
sure.
to do it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only Tyler
The
Perry
love of
can
Spike
do
Lee
this.
made it
Now, the
happen.
caveat, the flip,
She's Gotta Have It was my shit. I hate they canceled that show.
the fucking flip, the flip of this shit. I'm tired of it. And that's why the other movies that he had, like
Yeah.
Mia Culpa, I loved.
Very good movie.
Fucking loved it.
So
Very
was
good
that
movie.
a different path than what he
Did it-
usually
did
makes? I haven't
see
seen it.
I was gonna say
with Kelly Rowland?
Yeah. No,
Go-
I've never seen it.
Don't even tell them. Go home and
Go
watch
on
Mia
Netflix
Culpa.
and
Where
watch
is
it.
that?
It's at
Netflix.
Netflix.
Oh.
You know Tyler Perry got the Netflix contract for the next 10
Yeah.
years.
He has the he
he
has
on
the
it.
other material out there.
Kelly Rowland.
And who has the background?
Kelly Rowland.
Wait, was that the movie we watched where she was?
We've
in
never
the
seen
Messing
Mia
with the
Culpa.
with
What
the
was the
painter.
one
What's
that-
his
with the
name?
painter. I
What's
don't
his
know.
name? Because
No,
he's
no,
a
no.
famous
What was that?
fine. I think his name will get.
No, that wasn't Kelly. That was the other one from
can't think of
Destiny's
his
Child that
name.
got kicked out.
What? Oh, Latoya Luckett, right?
Yes, that was the one where
She in a couple movies.
yeah, we watched one where she was that was the
She
sorority.
always getting
the
abused
black
in those movies.
No, the black sorority scary movie.
No clue, babe. I just can't remember the name.
Do you know the one I'm talking about?
You have good bougie guy.
I know, you see,
Bugetto.
until you said sorority. I mean, I know he got this one show called
No, it was a
Ruthless. It wasn't Ruthless
movie. It was a movie.
because that was a movie about. I'm sorry, a show about a cult, and that's good. That shit was good. That shit is good. Tyler Perry makes great shit. Don't get me wrong. It's just I feel like I'm tired of this of seeing other black women tired.
Yeah, I was looking at the check.
Are you gonna watch any of his other stuff that don't showcase that?
I have. I watched Ruthless. I watched Greenleaf. I watch all the other shit.
Okay.
Oh, I have
I'm
something
just,
to
you know,
add.
I'm always going to support him. I'm
When
always
is he
going to
gonna
watch
come out?
whatever.
Hold on. Let's get it. Hold on. Let's pause it because some stuff just broke today, and I want to talk about it. But I want to address the comments because they've been going.
Yes, meet the Browns.
Some of the scenes were overkill. I do agree
That's
that
what my
some of
mom
the
said,
scenes
yeah.
were
Didn't need
were
to happen.
overkill. But hey, you got to
Some shit
sell
was
it.
weird.
What
she
about
took
Meet
the
the
bag and now the
Browns?
bag back on the thing, and she back like.
I
come
saw
on.
it on TikTok.
Yeah, like-
yeah.
So, I mean, the movie
we got
was
a-
filmed in 72
We got a
hours.
long comment. As long as people
So,
keep
like-
watching, they'll be produced. And apparently, the movie Straw was based off a man's story. He was a retired soldier and was killed at a bank after robbing them for the amount of his disability check that never showed up.
So I wonder
but
if he,
y'all
what if he
called
didn't
those
think it would
stories.
draw? He didn't think it would draw because it was a
'Cause
man.
it's a man.
So
Yeah.
he said, "Let me put this black woman in here."
But it's
See,
the
and
truth.
that's even more nasty. Like, what are
No,
we
it's
talking?
not. It's
Yes,
it's
it
facts.
is.
That's not nasty words.
That's business.
It's
It's
the truth.
profiting
business.
off of women and black
Sex
trauma.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It wasn't
and that's the
even
issue.
sex.
It wasn't
No,
sex.
That's what people are saying. The issue is.
Oh, thank God it wasn't sex.
It's not sex. It's not sexual, but it's sex. As in male, female. A woman can have a more of a gracious approach to some bullshit.
It wasn't sex. Like, that's the only drama. All right, never mind. Go
Was
ahead.
it illegal? Did they do illegal things? Or not?
So let's
What?
go back to what
manager
she
was
just
mean
brought
as
up of
hell.
him coming out. News broke today that he is being sued for like
The sexual
200 million
harassment,
plus.
yeah.
Who?
Tyler Perry, by a gentleman who was accusing him of.
It was a guy.
Yes,
I didn't know that. I just saw the headline. That makes it so much worse.
He is being sued by a gentleman who was accusing him of like sexual harassment and all that jazz that people do to a rich man when they want to sue
And
them sexually about
They got
something.
pictures of him on a yacht with
I don't give
Mariah
a-
Carey's ex-man.
So I think that's the one that's suing him.
Oh,
So,
wow.
well, I want to. It's
Oh,
it's an actor from one of his shows. Hold on,
Mariah
what's the
Carey's
show?
ex-man?
I don't know if it's the same one. I don't know. I
Show
don't
him
know.
to me. I know what he looked
The
like.
actors are fine.
The
I saw
white
it on
guy?
TikTok too.
The
Yeah.
white
The
guy
white,
was it?
the
I
white
think
dude.
his
Oh,
show,
is it
The
the white guy?
Oval. Is that one of Tyler Perry shows?
Yes,
The Oval.
yes.
Yeah.
So it's one of the dudes from The Oval. So
Wow.
Mariah Carey's ex was on The Oval. It was him.
I don't remember
But
what he was.
what
talking
I
about.
want to
I don't know.
say
I ain't never watched
is,
The Oval. I
while
can't
we're
watch all
talking
his shit.
about
He got too
this,
much shit going on. Now he
One,
sexually
I
assaulting
think
niggas.
we are
Like, my
past
God.
people needing to come out.
Wait, look at the last comment.
I don't think
Child,
it's
it don't even
fair.
matter. What
Yeah,
you,
I don't
what you think
anybody
about him
needs
is what you
to
think
come
about
out
him.
and not
Whether
say
you-
gay or not.
Right. Whether you think he gay or straight, it don't really matter.
Yeah, 'cause who
he
the fuck
out
is who
here
the
doing
fuck?
nasty work.
Two, this goes back to what a lot of us be saying in the black community, especially as black gay males. We get sick of these black men getting rich and money, and y'all want to start messing with these others, and all they do is end up suing y'all for the bag of the bag and embarrassing y'all when it's men out here who just want to love you for being you. And it's
Oh
sad.
my God. I ain't gonna do this tonight.
It's the
I'm not
truth
doing it.
because I saw those.
It ain't the
I saw
truth.
those
It
text
ain't the truth.
messages, and a lot of those text messages that they was released. I was just like, well, one, just because the name say Tyler, we don't know that's Tyler Perry, and two, it wasn't like he was saying "bitch suck my dick." Like, yeah, he was saying some stuff that was kind of like, and if you my boss, you shouldn't be texting me. But it was nothing that was straight like
So it was
sexual
verbal harassment?
No, he's saying that the text is he's saying that they had when. One time they went to like a party or something. They was in the bed together, and Tyler.
Oh.
Tyler,
All right, no, okay.
hold on,
No,
listen.
fuck that. Thank
Tyler-
you. Come on. We here. Why you
There's
in the
no
bed?
grooming when you're a grown ass
Exactly.
person.
Why you in the bed?
Exactly. Exactly. Some
And
of
If
them
you
you
don't
have
ask me to get in
to-
the bed with you, I'm not getting in the bed. Period. I'm not getting in the bed with you.
Right.
He said he grabbed his thigh.
Come on, man.
What the bed?
All right. Go ahead.
He said he
Are we
grabbed
having a
his thigh.
sleepover?
No.
And then he said in another
No.
incident, shut
I'm
the
not
fuck
doing
up,
it
please,
regardless.
Please,
It's all-
please,
Shut the fuck up, please,
because y'all
Lord.
just gonna keep talking, please. And then he said that the other instance was Tyler choked him and asked him if he liked it rough.
Oh.
Why are you in his...
Interesting.
Never mind.
But those are that some texts where he may or may not have been saying some stuff inappropriate. He touched your thigh and then he choked you and asked you, "Do you like it rough?" And you're suing him for over $200 million.
Ooh.
If a nigga do that to me, I'm hitting him.
You're rich.
I'm
And
decking
I
him.
like it.
Well, he probably, so from what I understand, a lot of times with these sues, they come to them first. And they say, if you want me to be quiet, you're going to give me some money. And so he probably said no. And then he got a lawyer that
Up
was
the
ready
price.
with the shit and went up on the price.
I just feel like it's so tired at this
Literally,
point.
I feel like everywhere we turn is happening. These harassment lawsuits.
Which
got
leads me to believe that it's not really happening sometimes. That's my thing. It's like it's happened too many times for you
For it to happen
in
this many
2025 to let
Gotcha.
this keep fucking happening.
Gotcha.
You can't be this stupid.
Yeah.
You can't be this dumb.
Yeah.
Tyler fucking Perry.
Well,
Are you kidding me?
some people, I mean, shoot, look at TD Jakes. He's still out here acting up.
That's church. You can do what you want in church. I don't
but
know
I'm
nothing about
saying,
that.
I'm saying there are some people who still are so set in their ways that they do not understand that the behavior is not okay. And then when they actually do get in trouble, they're like, oh, but I did it differently than I got in trouble for the last time. So why is it still bad? That's how, and like you said, some people are that dumb where they think it looks different this time around than it did last time. So why is everyone upset at me again?
I don't think it was Tyler being a creep though, or
So
being
the
inappropriate.
thigh thing just what threw me off. Like, people are forward all the time. That's enough for you to sue them. Like, that's crazy.
I think in this aspect, once y'all
And you
see
sat
it
on the
and
bed
y'all
with
do
him.
more research,
You sat on the
his
bed with
room.
him. You sat. What signals were you
Let
giving?
me tell you what the fuck my mother taught me. Don't go to nobody's room unless you gonna do what the fuck needs to be done.
You might have thought
Don't
something was
go
about to
there.
go down. Exactly.
Do
That's
not
crazy.
go there unless you are on that type of time.
That's
I
crazy.
can't do this. You got your own motherfucking trailer, nigga. Go home. I would never understand this.
And even if there was a power dynamic where he felt uncomfortable because he was in charge.
He already got the job.
You got it. You grown.
He already got the job.
Yeah. And it's not like he wasn't poor. They both come from money.
he was having full blown conversations with this man. I think it was one of those aspects where maybe Tyler was just thinking he was flirting and getting to know.
Honestly, you're on the bed with me, like,
and somebody used it to their advantage, like, because everything is not
I can't touch your
always.
thigh, and you're on the bed.
And you're
with me.
on the
Everybody
bed
has
with
another-
me.
Come
You
on,
a white
now.
man.
Everybody ain't Diddy.
Huh?
Like, if you sit on the bed
I
with
can touch
me,
your
nigga,
tongue.
this is the time. It's the
took the
time.
Especially when we've been drinking in my house.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what mixed
Girl,
signals
that's
are
the
you
thing.
giving? Why did that give you room to sue me? That's crazy.
But but he didn't say anything past that happened. Like, he didn't say he got raped sexually, like a penis was put in his mouth or
that wasn't
something.
in the text.
You touched my thigh. I tell you, don't touch my thigh.
Right, okay, that's it.
Okay.
Right.
But that's your how he was sexually inappropriate. That don't sound sexually inappropriate. That sounds sexually intelligent to me. And controlled. If you ask a grown ass man that's drunk that you texting and you in his house and y'all in a bed together.
Jerry, we let that drunk. I don't know. The neck was it. It was it.
Multiple stories though.
The neck was naked.
It was naked.
Like, it just made it make sense.
You got good mobility.
Oh my god.
Look, it's all there.
It's all there.
It don't make sense. It don't make sense.
I mean, listen, and then the thing is, if you're in that situation and you're uncomfortable, there are so many avenues. I have faked allergy attacks, skin irritation. I had my friends knock at a certain amount of minutes, so I was like, I don't want to be in here, but I'm gonna go.
Location.
No. So
Then
as
what-
a grown up, you
All
can
right,
leave.
nah. What are we going for?
See, I'm with you, David. I'm with you. I don't see him winning, but he may receive a settlement.
Yeah, he's
from
gonna
what
receive a
evidence we
settlement.
saw, he can only say that some old man hit on him and it was unwanted. I don't even. Why would I settle?
He's gonna get a little because they don't want the bad press. So he's gonna get.
I'm
he's
Tyler
gonna
Perry.
get
I'm a
more.
billionaire.
It's
What bad
already out
press?
there at this point.
The story
How
is
much
already
back?
out there. No, I
Right.
didn't do anything
Can't take it
inappropriate.
back.
No,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not.
How many times has he been in
But
trouble?
these are rich
Oh,
people.
no, I
in
think
this
this is the
society.
first,
They're
right?
not
This is
poor.
the first time we ever
Yeah.
heard anything
Okay.
like this about him.
But
Okay.
we're saying it's already out there.
Yeah,
This,
he's
the
touching poor people.
lawsuit is out there.
Exactly.
Well,
And,
but
but
being raped, that's why you ain't selling.
but people been
I'm
calling
not
him gay
poor,
for
bitch.
years.
I
So
mean, millions. The poor man ain't been touched or by rich people.
Father God.
Father God, yeah.
That's terrible.
Oh.
Calm down. Hit the button. Rapture.
Yeah.
take me
Press
to the
button.
game.
Take me to. That's a Tyler Perry one.
Yeah,
The rapture. We didn't even play it.
Take me to
we
the
ain't even
king.
playing.
It's
Me to
Semicolon
the
back.
king. Hey man, sister, gotta have a plan prepay anytime you go somewhere with a man you don't know. Hell, even if you don't know them, depending on the vibes. Look,
Man.
you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared.
Maybe it's just me. I don't know nothing about that. So.
You know what, y'all? I forgot to
having
talk
good
about
coochie,
something in
right
RIPs.
Okay, we listening.
We had some politicians get assassinated.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yep. Multiple.
Two
Four.
died.
Two died.
Yeah.
Yep.
Two were in
Injured.
surgery and in ICU and stuff.
Dang, I came from. So
My bad.
Democrat.
Sorry, love bug.
I mean, it's a
no, the people who were shot,
They were both Democrats. It was
the people who were
politically-
shot, the
it was-
people who were killed, the people he tried
All
to
of them.
shoot, they were all Democrats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he had a manifesto.
He had a whole list
he had
of
a
folks he was
list.
about to go after.
And this is why white men with a podcast should, or with a mic, should not be on a podcast. because they keep filling these men with these ideas of everything is wrong in your life because of other people.
Yeah.
And so it's teaching them not to take accountability for
Which
what's
they
going
already
on in
don't
their
know how to
life.
do.
And just to eliminate the problem.
Just to eliminate the
Maybe
problem.
I'm not
Yep.
watching that channel. I don't know.
Oh, your wife wants to leave you because not because of you, but because she has too many rights and she doesn't know her place. Oh, you can't get a good job because them people
Affirmative
are taking
action,
your jobs and
DEI.
affirmative action and all the Latinos and all that stuff. And so they have this, they're constantly being fed that
It's
the reason why
everybody
their
else.
life is crap is because of other people.
Yeah.
And then you get, sir, I can get a gun. And this is why, like, literally all other countries have huge regulations on guns.
Didn't we
You
talk
get
about
a
this
gun
the
like
other
you
day,
get,
I said Asia,
yeah, you get
Japan.
in Germany.
I was shook
and
when
in
I learned
Norway.
other countries don't have guns, even the police.
Yeah.
That shook me.
Yeah, and they're still
I can't even
doing
imagine
stuff.
a world like that. Like, it's crazy.
But they have infrastructure though.
Yeah, and then they treat gun like if you want to get a gun like license, cool. You treat it like you're getting a driver's license. You get a permit. You have to do so many hours. You have to go with a license place. Versus now, I can go down. Well, you guys don't have Piggly Wigglies, but you can go down to like a little market and just buy one.
Yeah,
It's not
wild.
Just
regulated.
be of age. That's it.
Barely. You
No
see,
felony.
yeah, you see kids in the walls like, oh, this is my dad's hunting knife.
Or if you
And
can't get one, go buy one from Pookie down the street.
Come on now.
Please, no. But RIP to the people whose lives were lost.
that whole thing.
Thoughts and prayers to the people who are still fighting for their lives.
Absolutely.
I do want people to start calling him a terrorist, though, a domestic terrorist, because
They
that's
need
what
to.
Yeah,
this
they're taking
is.
it way too easy on
What
me.
are they
Yeah.
calling him?
They're just saying he assassinated
The
or he
gunman,
killed some
whatever the
people.
case.
They're trying
There
to make
been-
it seem like he was a Democrat himself, and it was just like, no, this doesn't make sense.
Because of the No King
He
flyers.
wanted the
that's a
Republicans to
terrorist.
have control. He went over the exact people who needed to die so that the Republicans could get control of the Senate
Yeah,
and
that state,
Congress
right?
and
Yeah.
in that state.
Yeah.
So no,
What state is this? Again?
It's an M state.
It's Minnesota.
Minnesota.
There you
Tim
go.
Walls' estate.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He was a little sad. He was like tearing up.
He
talking
was.
about
He
it.
was very, very. But it's just because at the end of the day, we would like to think that most politicians, when they go into politics, that they're coming from a good place because they care about helping people.
Right.
Because that's what the job is at the end of the day.
Right.
So
But that's not what
They-
we're
they
seeing.
lives
in
shouldn't be
our
on the line
for
communities.
that.
We're seeing people that are so underqualified. It's like honestly, I think it was this month. I was like, so do we just stop?
We
following
forgot how the
rules?
FBI took out the Black Panthers.
Black Panthers, Martin Luther King,
Malcolm X.
But which rules are there? There's so much
Yeah,
democracy.
like
How do we? What rule is right?
no, well, and then not only that, but it's like if someone can have 34 felonies and run for president, why is it that people in jail when they get out still can't vote?
Come on now.
But I mean,
well, they
do they need the people to vote anyway?
Yes.
That's just a whole game in itself.
Well, I mean, voting and
mute up.
part of the issue,
We at that time.
right? But part of the issue,
no, but
I
they
think
need to
so.
vote.
I think
But part
so.
of the
They
issue-
need to be able to vote.
right?
Every-
And part of the
I'm not saying
Go
not
ahead.
be able, but does the vote even matter?
it does
Yes.
because you know who does show up
But,
and
y'all,
vote.
but at the same time, you don't want to get the power back to the state because the states should supposedly be the people, which is why the education.
Well,
system is where
they're elected
They
officials,
can't
but
read.
the issue is we, especially in our community, Black and brown communities, we keep saying stuff like, "Oh, your vote doesn't matter," right? And then we don't show up to the polls. But you know who does show up? The rural, far
Uneducated
right, uneducated
people
person
that we make
will
yes,
show
they show up and they
every
vote.
single time and vote.
But
And
some of
so-
the brown people did show up.
right, we did show up,
Well,
but that's why.
voted for Trump.
Well,
Thank you.
Well, that's because they're uneducated.
See what happens?
I agree.
Come
But
on,
guess
man.
what?
See what
But
happens
guess
when they
what? To
vote?
your point, though.
See what happens when you
But
vote?
no, Mars, guess to your point of what
Listen,
you were
I
just
just-
saying. The people in the prisons, they probably wouldn't have voted for Trump, but they can't vote at all.
Well, the one well,
they can't vote if you have
It's
a felony.
insane.
You can't vote.
They want to get rid of immigrants
Okay.
for using their vote. They're voting illegal, but it's literally
So-
American-born people
But
that they still don't want to
and
vote.
they can't
Right.
even vote, and that's the thing that's probably the craziest to me.
okay,
Is
and most of the
everyone's
ones that would vote correctly were already put in prison from the 80 something crime bill that was put in by Biden and Kamala.
oh yeah, that affected the West
So
Coast.
the
The
most
three
people that
strike rule
could
was
actually
insane.
have a value vote that are felons, that are are in jail,
Right.
were already in prison
Or
by
they-
the people that we would consider to be
Prisons was in place before they passed that
empowered than
bill.
it is now.
Yeah.
That argument is tired because
So where does it
prisons
go?
were in place
It's
before
not
they
tired.
made that bill. They already had pipelines set up. I
Well,
don't care nothing
so the
about them
three
signing to
strikes-
make it a little striker
So the
because
three-
people shouldn't be breaking the law in the first place.
Well, the 3-strike rule was awful for minor offenses. So let's say you got caught with a blunt.
I was gonna say
That's a strike one.
the
It ain't
minor
happened.
offense thing. That's
They used the war on drugs to
that's-
lock us all the fuck
and that's
up.
when I thought
Easily.
that when
They
Joe
did.
Biden
Easily.
was in here, he was going to pardon
All the weed people.
everybody
I remember that.
who.
I
and
remember
so
that.
when that
Because he wrote the
They
did
said
not,
that Joe was the most pro-black president we've ever had.
so when that did not happen, then what?
Mm-hmm.
When that didn't happen, when the whole what's the other shit that held niggas by black women, honestly, by a motherfucking foot. What's the shit? Come on,
I don't
student
know.
loans.
Oh,
when
yep.
those wasn't pardoned, then what?
So that's the other thing
Well, he
that I
was,
will
but-
say. He was working. So he did not. So Trump is the first person in office to flex his presidential power in this way. He is the first person
Right.
to literally say,
No,
"Oh, the
I
House,
agree.
the Senate, I don't give a damn," and
Right.
just
He
do what he
bypassed
wants.
all them.
Yeah.
Which made
All
a
of
lot
them.
of us ask, damn, if he can come in and do X, Y, and Z off rip, like just make shit that he said that he wanted to do
He was a
happen.
Democrat first.
What happened
With
before
everybody
that?
else? Why did nobody else do
because
that?
they had integrity to it. So like
That was just
every
gonna say the
office
same
person
thing.
has had a minimum of a bachelor's degree up until this point. Every single person in office with either military,
qualified to
they
be
were
there.
qualified.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
be there.
Let's just
We
be
didn't have a
honest. They
reality
were
star in
qualified
office,
to be
right.
there.
Like
So
someone
Or
said,
rich.
and someone
Or
said
a
something
felon.
recently that threw me off. I didn't even think about this, but when his last term, when he was talking mess, and even during his like campaigns, when he was talking mess about other countries and the Middle East and North Korea and stuff like that, our troops were on the ground in those areas. And so they were killed, they were hurt because
Yeah.
he was talking mess. We've never had a president-elect or a president talk mess on a national stage
on
and
Twitter,
then have no on
Man.
Twitter and have the girls are fighting and have no idea about how it affects things.
What is this?
Like literally, I was at the house and she was like, "The girls are fighting." I was like, "What happened?"
I
Why
kept
is
you.
the
I kept you in
president-
tune all day.
Why is
I
the
enjoyed that
president
day.
fighting on Twitter with?
With Elonia
why
all day
is he
long.
telling Iran if you threaten us again, it's
We just sent
We
people.
gonna go to
I
war.
Curtains.
CNN
On
just
Twitter.
posted that they just sent some
Right.
people
Like, this
over
is
there.
Why aren't you on the call? Like, what are you doing?
no, it shouldn't even. I mean, it should be on the call, but he shouldn't be the person making these decisions in the first
No,
place.
Like,
True.
take
It
it,
just-
away. Let him sundown in peace.
Or
get
America
off the
has built
internet.
what it has built, and do we need someone of that stature to keep saving us? Because we already been the bully, so now put someone that's not as bullyish in a bullying position. Because America, we are American. I mean, this is America.
That's
It is the
facts.
strong-
What
We
could
are,
you slip in there?
Yeah. It's because
do
we're
have power.
constantly
We're the
right.
biggest
So
terrorists.
if
We
we're the
are.
biggest terrorists, do we need the big and bad and not the soft to lead us? And then we have bombs falling on us like Iran and them.
But I
It's
think
a valid point,
it's a
Marshall.
balance. I think it's a balance.
I will say, but
It's just
we
Thank you.
have for the last many years,
150
decades,
years.
however long you want to put it,
Random
we've
world.
had the qualified people who are patient in office, and we haven't had bombs dropped on us.
Nope.
We-
Right, and now we took it, and the border became a big problem. Obama brought that up too. I mean, if you never thought, the border always been a thing.
Always. And he deported people.
Did y'all see
that
He
meme?
deported people also. It was just
The
more
messenger.
humane.
Did y'all see that reel?
He cared about
with
what
that
he was
dude?
doing.
Yeah, like I had a friend who lost his parents, and they gave him the family 90 days to get their affairs in order before they had
Shit.
to deport.
At least they got
Trump
90
got-
days.
Yeah, 90 days.
Right.
Now you have 5 years.
At least
now
you got
it's
90
being enforced more.
No,
And
no,
Trump
no. Now
went and
they're
pulled somebody who was on like life support or something
Yeah.
and deported
He don't
them.
give a
It's
damn,
like-
honey.
So I
it's
have
just
family
like,
that's
it's-
legal and illegal, and everyone always like, "We'll do it the legal way." Being non-documented in the U.S. is a civil issue. It's the same
Like
as
Melissa Ford.
jaywalking. If I
Yeah.
jaywalk on the street, that is the same like breaking the rules as someone who is here undocumented. So it's like, if I jaywalk, are you going to kidnap me, throw me in a detention center, and separate me from my family? No. You're going to make me go to court, pay a fine, watch a video.
If I want you here.
But it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. So anyone who shows up in this country, whether it was with due process, asylum, whatever, it is in our Constitution that they have rights. And that is where the issue is. Is he saying, I don't care, regardless of what our Constitution says. I don't feel like brown people, because we have Europeans that come into this country all the time, all year long. We have Asian people coming to this country. But we incentivize them to come here. No, illegally. They are coming here without due process, just like people
like the lottery app?
No, so you know how people from Mexico are traveling here to get to this country?
I don't know how illegal people get here. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, most of them come here by plane.
What plane? Because there's
so many.
I can barely get back
in our country. You can't say without your real ID right now. Come on now. Or
they take my girl in the back every trip.
So there's
but their laws aren't the same. But America's
here and come back here. I swear to God.
Their laws for flying on an ID is not the same as America. They're coming here.
True. They are a lot more chill.
So our airports are strict like that. That doesn't mean those are
coming back in. Sometimes we literally missed our plane because she couldn't get back in.
Because that's because we're Americans and we going to America, so they do expect us to have X, Y, but
but she has her pet. I don't understand why she gets taken back.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
The back,
that's
as
crazy.
if we ain't just came from this motherfucker.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and so
that's
explain.
Scary.
So when you tell me that undocumented people are flying by plane, and
it's
I
like, how are they
back
doing
here,
it? Yeah.
But they're flying from other countries, so that's the difference. Is we are U.S.
I'm coming
citizens,
back from another,
right? But you're a U.S. citizen, so
and I don't understand why she is being.
It's because our government holds a higher standard to people. So you as a U.S. citizen coming in as a U.S.
we
citizen,
came here, we came from here. Like
so people, so like in Mexico, you get a coyote. That's how you cross. It's super freaking dangerous. You can cross by sea. That's how a lot of people
with
go
that
to
Miami airport. That Miami airport
in the
is
desert,
crazy.
there you can only go so many days without water. And the new thing that during the Biden administration is they actually started, if they found jugs of water in the desert, they would just slice them. So people were dying out there from not being able to find water.
In our Constitution that even if you're illegal and then you come to this land and make it, however you do, you have to.
There's due process.
There's due process.
Yeah, everybody's supposed to have their day in court, and that's why people are pissed off, right? Because they getting kidnapped, they snatching them up and doing whatever with them. So that's the issue. That's it.
There's no due process with it, and that is the issue. So it's like, if you are literally going to people's hearings to do the legal way, which is what everyone keeps shouting, is, well, come here legally. I'm going to court. I'm doing what I'm supposed to. I'm filing the paperwork, and then you're getting picked up by ICE. What was the point? People are literally coming here from different countries where they were literally being killed, and then seeking asylum, and they're doing the paperwork, and then they're being told, no, you still get to go back.
That just sounds like the application was rejected.
No, it's not even applications being rejected. It's sometimes people are literally in the process of doing it, and then the judge will say,
"There's too many people applying."
But that's what I'm saying. There are white people. There are white people here.
You see what happened to Canada when they did it.
There are white people here that have
They're not
never
in a good
gone
place
through the
because
process.
of that. Their immigration.
Elon Musk is a great example of that. He was here on a student visa and never went to college. He just started working on his business.
But now he's getting more into the American way. He's utilizing his social security number in a way that America wants you.
But
he's the richest man on the planet.
Right, but
so, but they ain't even getting no taxes from his that business.
Right, taxes don't matter. Taxes can be avoided by anybody.
Yeah, if you know how to do them, they can be avoided.
But see, that's the thing.
Some of those businesses, when they get billion, they're not even required to. So they're not even getting around.
Because you're not.
You're not, and that's the thing, and that's what you're supposed to do, and everybody has the freedom to do that. Now, when you don't do that, that's on you. You want to have a bunch of babies to get a check, fine, that's on you. But I'm gonna start a business or two and get my money.
Yes.
And then the thing about it too is people don't talk about how literally, if we were to completely pull all undocumented people from the U.S., it would cripple our economy.
Absolutely.
They pour millions of dollars into taxes, into Social Security, into Medicaid, into things
and to
that
keep
they
industries
cannot
running,
access.
billion-dollar industries.
Well, that's why
Because they still spending money.
After the illegals, because at the same time, like what you're saying, America incentivized people to be here. It's just, are you qualified for
You
that?
can't
Right, but the
access it.
problem
If
is
you are
that they're
undocumented,
snatching
you can't
people
access
that
it.
have their papers. They're just going by how you look.
Because it's
That's the
overflowing.
issue. That's the issue.
You're overdoing it. It's overdone.
So if I looked more Mexican, right, I could be picked up.
Yeah, they pick you up.
They would pick me up. I mean,
Easily.
I already. Right.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I think if I looked a little bit more Mexican,
Just coming
I would
knocking.
be picked up. There is literally when I first tried to get my license,
Oh Lord.
I couldn't find my birth certificate. I called Mississippi. They're like, we don't have any
Record of you. Oh shit!
I called my mom.
I would have been shaking in my boots.
My
nigga.
mom didn't answer. And
That's
this is
scary.
after like Biden. So this is like, I don't know. I was probably like 20, 21 or something like that, right? And so this is after Obama started like deporting people and stuff. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, am I? I was like, Obama was deporting people. So I was like, oh my God, am I illegal?
We all knew that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
but it was more
Something
humane.
else, right?
And then
That's my nigga right there, man. I swear to God.
I called my mom. She didn't answer, so I called my dad. He's like, "Oh yeah, we absolutely faked your birth certificate. You were born in Mexico."
Shit.
And I'm like, "Oh my God." And then my mom called. She's like, "You were born in Mississippi. What you talking about? Your dad's an idiot." And then they found it, but that's a real fear.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out something too. If you were adopted in the 80s and 90s from other countries,
Yes.
they could make you a citizen of your state. But if your parents didn't do the paperwork, you could still be considered an illegal person and be sent back to a country you've never been to.
It's a
As
show.
an adopted person here in America. There was a Korean lady talking about it.
I was about to say it's a show on fucking Hulu
Max?
called Black Cake. Y'all
Okay.
seen Black Cake?
I haven't
I don't
seen it
think
yet.
so.
Black Cake is really good. She was undocumented. Went from Jamaica to London. They had the same issue. Same shit. Same motherfucking shit. She was adopted. It was a lot going on.
Just got
Black Cake was
deported.
good.
Look at
Well,
him.
the TikTok
Go watch
guy,
that. It's
the TikTok guy, the dark.
KB Lane.
They found out his visa was expired.
He was trying. He was in Vegas. He tried to leave.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
But
Yeah.
they gave him the grace period
Of a day.
But that's because he
Get
is
your
a
ass
celebrity
outta here.
person.
You
Did he
heard.
get his shit together?
But it's not something
day?
Yeah,
that
she's talking about immigration.
he paid bail or something. I don't know.
He needs time to go home.
He did
But that's
something.
not what they're doing now. I
But that's how
mean,
they're doing for all
I-
the regular people.
there's been so many stories over the last like 8 years. There's still children that have been lost in the
8
foster
years,
system.
and I think that's another thing that we need to just voice. It's not just now.
it's been 8 years.
It's been 8 years of this shit.
It has
That's
been-
all I'm saying.
it has
We
been-
can't.
Face.
Right, just a new face.
Same.
Moving
Back to
on.
slavery.
It's been
Listen.
8 years, and it's because because it's been 12 years because it was when he was in
Yeah,
office.
remember we had them folks in
Yeah.
at the Walmart or
It's been
something?
12
Yeah.
years. So
I'll never
Then when
forget
he-
that. Seeing those
Walmart,
pictures.
Took it to a whole
Wayfair,
nother
so it's
level,
been
that's
12.
all.
It's been 12 years.
Oh,
It's
man.
been in a process, just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin wasn't new. That was-
Yeah, true.
It's
But
been-
yeah,
remember when that
at
shit
the
came
end of
out.
the
But she
day,
just took it to a whole nother level.
Absolutely.
We're doing it. That's
if
all
we want to
it was
protect our
with trying.
borders, which I'm totally fine with that, because between physical security and cybersecurity, those are real threats. But when you stop treating people like humans,
Like people.
that is the issue. And then people
I mean, but
wanna,
this country has done that since inception, so are
Right.
we really surprised by that?
I'm never surprised.
For,
Right,
for a bunch
right.
of, for a
I
bunch
expect it, and I do my best to make sure that I'm not a part of it.
Yeah,
That's all
exactly. I
can
don't want
do.
to be complicit. That's
I
it.
am always within the law,
I believe in
as
breaking
best
the law.
as I can ever
I
be.
know, baby.
Thank you.
As best as I can ever be, because I ain't got time for none of that shit. He got pulled over with me. Well, I got pulled over, but he was
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And I looked at him like, don't even say nothing.
Yeah.
I got
They just
this.
looking for a reason. Exactly.
They just looking for a reason.
Yep.
And I'm like,
What's the proper cause, sir?
I'm just trying to get my mans down the street. Oh, where does he live? He lives up there. Where do you live? I live right here on my ID. He lets me go. I get let go all the time. Just
Was your brake light out?
And I ain't never trying to. No.
Did you have probable cause?
No, I was speeding. Was I not? That song was songing. Okay.
But that's the thing.
I'm a speeder.
Like living, I guess, between like the suburbs and the inner city, and being Black and being from the South, and then growing up on the West Coast. I was given multiple conversations my entire life about dealing with Border Patrol, dealing with the police, dealing with authority figures. Yeah. My mom, I found out actually like in the last couple of years that the county that my mom is from was the last county that was in an integrated school system. They were literally the last county in the U.S. to integrate their schools, and they were forced to do it by the National Guard. Yeah. And then as a result, all the white people fled to a private school, and there was one white family that couldn't afford it. Guess who they paid to send all them kids? The white community got together, sent that whole family of like 12 to the private school so they would not have to go to school with the Black kids. And it's like stuff like that really changes how people see the world and interpret life. And we can have these conversations about, oh, just be complicit, just follow directions. But it's like all it takes is one person to be trigger happy, and your politeness is seen as aggression. And, you know, that's all it takes. And so and then it's like white people are always like, it's not that bad, just be polite. We see videos all the time where people, what's that one teacher guy who was like, I have a license to carry, I have a weapon on my person. He did everything by the book. There was nothing aggressive about his nature. He was moving slowly, and they still shot him up with his baby in the car. Who was that? What was his name?
Philando. Yeah. Is that Philando Castile?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Philandro or Philando.
Yeah, I don't know if the last name was Castile, but that guy.
It's something like that.
I remember that.
Sad and unfortunate.
I mean, I've had conversations with my son since he was like 2-3 years old.
And my mother has had conversations with me, especially growing up out here with the whites. Like we're the only Black family here on the street, and I still went outside every day. I think that's my thing. Yeah, I still went outside every day. I still did everything I ever wanted to do. Yeah, period.
Because sometimes those events are not,
and I think some things, that too.
They say, oh, like if you live in LA, like they'll say, oh, you live in a bubble. But at the same time, within the same bubble, is that whole bunch of bullshit happening. Yeah. So it's so far in between, but it's also so close. And it's just not until you're in the thick of it where you can have that perspective. Like, I think that was a very good perspective that you had with your background. It made me really think more of like, well, I don't have that experience, but you did.
Right.
Yeah, because growing up in the burbs, you got to treat the police differently. Going in the inner city, you got to treat the police differently. It's always something. You just got to, but the crappy part is there's no perfect way to deal with the police. Just like in the situation, to bring it back to immigration, there's no perfect way if you are a brown presenting person, whether it be from the Middle East, Africa, or Latin America. At this point in the way the U.S. is running, you cannot do it the legal way because they're gonna find a reason to send you back to your country, even paying tens of thousands of dollars to apply. There was a documentary last year about the increase of people from Japan sneaking into the U.S. because the cost of living is so high out there that instead of having to make the months-long travel through South America, they're just flying into some of the border towns and then comfortably coming over
here. As bad as it is here, you still have more opportunity in other places.
Yeah. But again, it's not just...
And I feel like we talked about this last week.
Look, it's an ongoing thing
we did.
in America.
We talked about this last
talking
week.
About.
Because I asked, I'm like, well, just as easy as it's so easy to fucking fly in here, why not fly to someplace else where they just have,
freedom?
You can't sneak and be and get rights and become Japanese because you want to cross the border and have a baby here. You can't have the opportunity. I'm not trying to say that that's loaded, but
it is.
It
sure was.
They have more responsibility for their people.
Mm-hmm.
Here it's like it's just wild fucking west.
Well, Japan is the Europe.
This is freedom, I guess.
Japan is the England of Asia. Japan tried to take over everybody, and people forget that. They massacred millions of people. But now everyone wants to go there. But yeah, it's difficult. And even like it used to be, you could have sanctuary in a church. They took that away.
Girl, they're taking everything away.
So like if you
Not
try to
safe in
claim
the schools,
sanctuary,
nothing.
Who, in America?
Yeah.
Did we really have
yeah.
it?
So
We never had sanctuary in churches.
no, yeah, you did. Yeah. So there was.
Why?
He didn't.
Oh,
We
so
don't.
no, we don't.
Oh,
but
People
I'm
got
saying,
murdered in churches. They done
Okay.
burnt our churches
Yeah.
down, bombed them. I
So
don't care
there
nothing
was-
about no white people. They're
I've seen
safe
sinners.
everywhere.
No, yeah.
They
so
always
there
got
was a
sanctuary.
Hispanic family that I worked with in Columbus, and the mother stayed in a church for like 6 months before they finally let her get an immigration lawyer to try to help her family.
What, from
But
being deported or something?
You're safe from that. Yeah, if
but
you're
they
in a
took that
church.
away now. Yeah.
Why would a church even have that kind of power?
Because they can asylum people.
They
Yeah.
also don't have to pay taxes. Don't get
I
me
still
started on
think
that.
that's wrong.
For profit,
Everybody
they got
needs
the
to pay
code.
taxes.
Child, guess what?
Everybody for profit.
That's a little weird.
I've had enough. We done educated.
That's weird.
Marinated.
Yeah, we not educated. We not marinated. So before we go back to Sissy though, because she's the main character.
Let's
today.
do it.
So you are a mother. You are part of the Pride community. You do outreach. You are a former teacher,
Oh, God.
Public speaker.
public speaker,
Yes.
A lactation specialist.
pro at reading energy. Is that what it was? Was that what it was?
Body language, energy,
Body
all of
language,
it.
Okay,
All of
body
it.
language, not
All of
energy.
it.
Body language. I'm still missing some stuff from multiple places because I wasn't expecting that. That was very intriguing. Like, yeah, I was born here, but I was raised there and I lived here, been there. That's a different kind of life experience.
Yes. My one of my cousins calls me the fruit cocktail of races. I was like, that's rude. But when I got my ancestry, it was accurate. I think I'm from like 17 or 16 different regions. Just yeah.
A boiling pot, a melting
community,
pot.
Community health worker,
Doula.
Gumbo.
I do also postpartum care. I'm tired now, so mostly I just like educating people. I'm not actually going to be there to support you. COVID made it hard, man. Being a virtual doula was fire. Just call me when you need me.
Yeah.
On the phone. I don't got to be there for
So your
3
energy
days.
just reach through.
Yeah.
But when you get great at something, isn't that the end goal where I don't have to always show up? My voice is enough to carry it.
That's right. Teach the masses. Teach other people how to do it.
Yeah.
Yep. So
And get
now
paid for
I
it.
like to mentor when I can and teach at conferences when I can. Okay. But I'm chilling right now. I was a part of the big federal layoffs. We lost grant money, so I'm just chilling. I'm a fake stay-at-home wife, and I work part-time.
Why is it fake?
Because I'm not a real stay-at-home wife. I like doing
not?
stuff. I like being outside.
I can't wait for my woman to make me a stay-at-home wife. Oh my God.
You want her to retire you?
It
You want her to retire you?
Yes.
Needed, baby.
Are you serious?
She can do that.
I know.
She can do
And she
that.
want to travel. She can.
She been my
I'm at home with the dog.
No, have you
Okay.
seen that one? The one little stud lady. She's a pitcher. That's what she does.
Oh
she's an
my
umpire, and she's a stay-at-home wife.
I would do that.
And she
That's the
literally,
thing. I
all
think
she
I
does
would
is
be-
coach slightly, and she's
I was
a
gonna
stay-at-home.
say, I think I would be a little bit more. How can I say
She's
this?
a slightly part-time.
She'll be grilling every day.
That's number
Man,
one. I'll be
smoking
grilling
meats.
every day.
Hey, yes, I don't
Grilling.
feel enough. There's enough women
Grilling?
barbecuers.
Are you
I love
serious?
to grill. I love grill. I love grilling.
You want to see my grill?
Please. I
Let me
love
see your
grilling.
grill.
The issue is I have issues lighting it.
Yes, we do.
But once the grill is on, I
lit.
kick men out. Let me grill. I'm
Man,
fine.
we be on the grill.
And
I be on the
my goddad
White
taught me how to
propane?
do a smoker. I can do a smoker. I
Yes.
can do charcoal. I can
the
do
smoker,
propane.
the charcoal.
All right, so she's a griller
just got-
also.
Oh,
on
she's
the
a
gas
chef,
grill.
honey.
I love this for you.
Yeah,
Morgan.
I love it for me too.
I would love to.
Mm.
Yes,
beautiful.
Yes, baby.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see them party ribs.
So, do you have like a big thing?
It's not really big.
Okay.
It's whatever she got. My mom got for free when she retired, and they gave her that for her retirement gift.
Period.
And
That's
man,
a strange retirement
man.
gift. They're like, thanks for
Nah,
working here. Here's a grill.
Here's a grill.
That's right. Go chill out
And
somewhere.
she didn't know what to do with it, you know. She was
Yeah.
like, I don't know nothing about no gas. I was like, well, I figured it out. I'll figure it like I figured out The air fryer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love an air fryer.
I'm
telling you,
what I want right now is I want a double air fryer.
I do too.
I want
we do need to get one of those.
I want the ice cream thing.
You want that creamy? That
I want the
creamy.
And then I want
an Instapot. I don't have one yet.
No, those are dangerous.
You want the Blackstone?
I want a Blackstone.
I want the Blackstone.
What is the
Blackstone?
That's the one your brother has.
I talk to them every day. I talk to these niggas every day.
And
when I tell you,
it's in my algorithm
I was like, it was $105. $105, but it's Blackstone, and I'm like, I need it, y'all.
We need to start the collection.
Father's Day,
And they had a Blackstone. I'm the only nigga with no Blackstone.
Oh, so this is like the new grill now.
But
Okay.
it's
hibachi.
You can do hibachi.
You talking hibachi?
You talking now? You talking now? We about to. All you had to say was hibachi, babe. We could have got that. That's all you had to say.
I would make you hibachi every week.
I know. Then we about to get it.
I can make homemade yum yum sauce.
Wasabi who?
Can you slide me the recipe?
Wasabi
Please.
who?
I would put it on everything.
So literally. So because we're pescatarians and we eat fish, but we also eat a lot of vegan stuff. If there's something that she misses, I can recreate it.
Yeah, her imitation game is insane.
Well, that's good.
It is insane.
Yeah, like we've had people who are like, I eat steak medium, and they'll be like, Sissy, this is delicious. This is a good vegan idea.
I be wanting to eat a steak every day, so
really,
I love steak.
The last time I tried to eat it was even before I stopped eating meat, like fully, and because I hadn't eaten steak in so long, I choked on it. Because it's just
too much chewing.
It was a lot of chewing, and I gave up. I was like,
sense.
well,
yeah.
That's obviously I'm trying to get taken out.
When did you do that?
The same day you came over.
Oh, okay.
You like medium steaks?
Well, I'm medium well, but I'm getting it.
I like medium. When I ate meat, it was medium with the crust.
If you get it medium right, it's
medium or medium well. That's it.
Medium with the crust
for a steak, yeah. Because I only order steaks from places that know how to cook a steak.
Okay.
So, I'll do medium if it's not. I don't sense up that.
What's your favorite kind of steak?
Ribeye.
Ribeye. You?
I was
ribeye, T-bone,
tomahawk.
That bone.
Wagyu was
the bone with the T-bones has got part of the filet mignon and the what's the other cut, the other side.
It was like eating butter. It was like
I
eating
can't
butter.
think of what the other.
Porterhouse has the fillet part as well.
Okay.
I like porterhouse.
Oh, it was the. How do you say it? I don't want to say it wrong.
What?
The fish that we got from the market. The one I say wrong all the time. Starts with a W.
My woman just did trout last night on the grill, and that shit was great.
I like walleye.
Walleye. She calls it wale.
Wale.
Yeah, the wall. It's the wall.
So we got some from the West Side Market.
Yeah,
and
the
that
fish spot.
was incredible. It was so thick and so meaty. It was perfect. And we have salmon steak in the freezer. And I keep pretending like I'm going to cook it and then put it back in there. I be getting stressed out because I don't want to mess it up. It's a salmon steak. Who's ever heard of a salmon steak?
Me.
Really?
Absolutely.
That was the first time I saw it when we went to the fish market. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
I'm telling you, toss it on the
citrus
grill.
glaze on the grill.
Sear it.
Make it nice.
Okay.
Okay, you be in there with the flick of the wrist also.
But
Well, love that.
I just want to say thank you for having us on.
Well, thank you for coming.
You know, it's cool watching her come on, watching y'all do your thing, and then being a part of it. So thank you. Everyone thought I was gonna act up on here. I've been cool.
No, but I would have been okay with you acting up.
Yeah, we would have been fine with you acting up.
I was told not to act up.
Man, please.
Everybody is usually trying to be on their best behavior their first time.
Why she pointed at me?
I gotta go home.
I know that's right, but don't embarrass me in public. So I get it.
Heavy on that. The internet is forever. Let's be real.
And she is queen of TOP,
you know
so
what I'm saying?
I get it.
She did all right.
Conduct
she did
yourself
great. You did great,
accordingly.
babe.
You did amazing.
You did
great.
I've been chill.
You did great, baby.
You did.
You did great.
Thank you for coming. Y'all still got to stay for afterthoughts. We got snacks to try.
Ooh, yeah.
Y'all see the box.
Oh,
Y'all
okay.
see the box. Y'all see the box.
Y'all gotta go in the
This
box and
was
pick
what
something
episode
after this.
274. I'm just Jer, the Lucky Laugh, Mars on the switches, aka Alien Goat, Kier, Queen of TOP, fourth time coming through this bitch. Thank
Yes,
you. We love
yes.
you as always. Sissy, thank you again for coming. Thank you for being a beautiful light and a beautiful person.
Yes.
Thank you for putting a smile on my friend's face.
Oh man,
being her travel buddy, loving on her. It's nice to see y'all in love. That's why I said y'all one of my favorite couples.
Love.
Like I
I
love seeing people in love, and y'all just seem like y'all genuinely love each other and care about each other. So thank you for that alone. Shout out to the everything. Shout out to you, Uncle Fats. Thank you.
Shout out to Uncle Fat.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. You know, follow us everywhere. Google us. We them ones. And as always, until y'all hear from us.